Chapter 2842. Yishan? So that's the old ancestor's name. Duan Lingtian's heart skipped a beat when everyone's attention was on Huan. Previously, Tan Jingyi, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect in the Light Region, had addressed Yishan as Senior Yishan. This was the first time he had heard Yishan's name. Senior Yishan. The young man and woman behind Tan Jingyi finally regained their senses. They shifted their gazes from Huan to Yishan before they bowed in unison. It was clear that the young man was struggling to look away from Huan. After all, Huan was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen in his life. Even in his imagination, he could not imagine that there would be such a beautiful woman in the world. Vice-sect leader Tan, are they your disciples? Yishan nodded at the young man and woman behind Tan Jingyi before he asked with a smile on his face. Yes. Tan Jingyi nodded. Then he pointed at the young man and woman behind him and introduced them to Yishan. This is my second disciple, Qing De Gang, and this is my second disciple, Zhong Xiaohui. Yes, they're both good-looking. Yishan nodded and said courteously. Senior Yishan, you came at the right time. At this moment, Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist from the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, looked at Yishan and asked, You're a senior of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. What do you think about the Tai Yi Celestial Sect selling the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill? As he spoke, Guan Qifei's tone became more interrogative. However, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect did not even bother to look at him. You. Guan Qifei was furious. As the saying goes, even a clay figurine has 3 points of anger. Seeing the Tai Yi old ancestor ignore him like this, Guan Qifei immediately became angry from embarrassment. Yishan. Don't think I'll let this matter go just because you ignored me. It's a fact that the Tai Yi Celestial Sect violated the rules set by the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions. An ironclad fact. The old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect continued to ignore Guan Qifei. Situ Ming glanced at Guan Qifei coldly and said, Guan Qifei, before this matter is settled, you better watch your mouth. You can't slander the Tai Yi Celestial Sect's reputation. Humph. Guan Qifei scoffed. I'm just telling the truth. Didn't you say the prominent celestial alchemist from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills is in the shop? Where is he? Why don't you call him out for us to see? Alchemist Duan has already come out. It's just that you're blind and didn't notice him. Situ Ming sneered. Master Duan? He's already out? Guan Qifei's eyes were filled with disbelief when he heard Situ Ming's words. You mean she's the prominent celestial alchemist from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect who's capable of refining the overarching heaven pill? Everyone, including Tan Jingyi, turned to look at Huan as well. This peerless beauty was the prominent celestial alchemist from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect who was capable of refining overarching heaven pills? Master Situ is right. You're blind. He's talking about me. At this moment, Duan Lingtian, who was holding Huaner's arm, looked at Guan Qifei calmly and said indifferently, Guan Qifei, don't worry. He's talking about me. As soon as Duan Lingtian finished speaking, all eyes that were on Huan immediately shifted to him. You? Upon hearing Duan Lingtian's words, Guan Qifei turned to look at Duan Lingtian. His expression darkened as he scoffed. Brat, I've already probed you with my divine consciousness as soon as you came out. Your aura has long since betrayed the fact that you're not even 100 years old. A brat who's not even 100 years old dares to claim you're a prominent celestial alchemist? Moreover, you're a prominent celestial alchemist who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills? Are you still dreaming? Guan Qifei looked at Duan Lingtian with disdain when he reached the end of his sentence. Not even 100 years old? He's really not even 100 years old. As soon as Guan Qifei finished speaking, many people extended their divine consciousness to check Duan Lingtian. Soon enough, they were certain of one thing. The purple-clad young man who was standing next to the peerless beauty was indeed not even 100 years old. What a joke. He's not even 100 years old, but he dares to claim he's a prominent celestial alchemist who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills? Is he crazy? That's right. If he's not even 100 years old and is lucky, he might be able to obtain a prominent celestial fire. However, possessing a prominent celestial fire doesn't mean he's a prominent celestial alchemist. He has to master the pill refining technique of a prominent celestial alchemist to be able to refine prominent celestial pills. Even if he possesses a prominent celestial fire, it's still extremely difficult for a person who's not even 100 years old to become a prominent celestial alchemist. However, he dares to claim he's a prominent celestial alchemist who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills? In order to refine the overarching heaven pill, one must possess a pill formula, a prominent celestial fire, and a prominent celestial alchemist refining technique. Even a prominent celestial alchemist with a prominent celestial fire would find it difficult to refine ordinary prominent celestial pills, let alone the overarching heaven pill. What a fool. What a fool. I really don't understand. Why would such a peerless beauty fall for someone who's full of nonsense? He's like a flower stuck in a pile of cow dung. When Huan appeared holding Duan Lingtian's hand, most of the men present on the scene could see the affection in Huan eyes when she looked at Duan Lingtian. It was obvious she already had someone in her heart. Naturally, it belonged to Duan Lingtian, who was standing next to Huan. At that time, the group of people was filled with envy and jealousy toward Duan Lingtian. Now that Guan Qifei's words had stirred up their anger, they began to discuss among themselves. Based on their words, it was clear they were treating Duan Lingtian as a fool. Little brother, you should be careful with your words. At this moment, Tan Jingyi looked at Duan Lingtian and said in a deep voice, do you know that since you've said that, we'll treat you as the prominent celestial alchemist from the Tai Yi celestial sect who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills? If you fail to refine overarching heaven pills, the major celestial sects in the 6 southeastern regions won't let you off easily. A hint of threat could be heard in Tan Jingye's voice when he spoke. What? Vice sect leader Tan, you don't believe I'm the prominent celestial alchemist from the Tai Yi celestial sect? Duan Lingtian narrowed his eyes and asked with a faint smile on his face. I'm afraid no one here thinks you're the prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills, right? Tan Jingyi said. Is that so? Upon hearing Tan Jingye's words, Duan Lingtian smiled. Then he looked at Huaner and asked, Huaner, tell Vice sect leader Tan, do you believe I'm the prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills? Brother Lingtian, it's just a piece of cake for you to refine overarching heaven pills, Huaner replied with a smile. Duan Lingtian nodded. Her eyes had never left Duan Lingtian since the moment she came out of the room. Even when the gazes of the surrounding people frequently landed on her, it did not cause her gaze to move in the slightest. It was as if in her world, other than herself, there was only Duan Lingtian. There was no third person. Old ancestor, 3 masters, do you believe I'm a prominent celestial alchemist capable of refining the overarching heaven pill? Then Duan Lingtian asked Hishan, Situ Ming, Yangchong, and Yu Zhongjing. Of course I do. Hishan nodded. I do. Of course. Yes. Situ Ming and the other 2 also spoke in succession. As soon as the trio finished speaking, Duan Lingtian turned to look at Tan Jingyi and said with a faint smile on his face, Vice sect leader Tan, you said no one here thinks I'm a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills. What do you think? When Duan Lingtian asked the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect, Tan Jingyi was rendered speechless. Now that he heard Duan Lingtian's words, he was rendered speechless as well. He did not expect Duan Lingtian to be so shameless. He did not expect the purple-clad young man who was not even 100 years old to be so shameless. Would the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect betray him if he had asked them? Most likely they would protect him. Humph. Cheng De Gang, the second disciple of the Tai Yi celestial sect, scoffed as he glared at Duan Lingtian. Brat, it's only natural that the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect will protect you. My master was just making a slip of the tongue earlier. What he meant was, apart from the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect, I'm afraid no one here thinks you're a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills. When Cheng De Gang reached the end of his sentence, he looked at Duan Lingtian with contempt. Huaner. As soon as Cheng De Gang finished speaking, Duan Lingtian sensed a majestic celestial origin energy from Huaner's hand that was holding his. He patted Huaner's hand lightly and said through voice transmission, I don't care about what they say, so why should you? Earlier, when the group of people mocked him, Huaner had wanted to make a move, but he had stopped her in time. Now that Huaner wanted to make a move again, he had to stop her. He was not worried Huaner would be at a disadvantage if she made a move. With Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect, there was no way anyone would be able to hurt Huaner. However, he did not think it was necessary. Chapter 28:43. Brat, didn't you hear me? Seeing that the purple-clothed young man in front of him was not only ignoring him, but also flirting with the peerless beauty in front of him, Cheng De Gang was enraged for a moment. I'm already giving you face by ignoring you. Duanling Tian glanced at Qing De Gang indifferently and said unhurriedly, "Since you want me to talk to you so much, I'll tell you the reason why I'm ignoring you. I'm talking to your master. As a junior, you don't have the right to tell me what to do." Junior. Upon hearing Duanling Tian's words, the onlookers realized Duanling Tian had placed himself on the same level as Tan Jingyi, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Under such circumstances, Qing De Gang, who was Tan Jingye's disciple, was naturally a junior. A junior should not interrupt when a senior was speaking. This was the most basic form of respect for a senior. You think you're qualified to be mentioned in the same breath as my master? If you didn't pretend to be a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills, I wouldn't even bother talking to a brat who's not even 100 years old. Qing De Gang's face was red with anger. His eyes flashed coldly when he heard Duanling Tian's words. Tan Jingyi. As soon as Qing De Gang finished speaking, a thunderous voice rang in the air. It was none other than He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. Is this how you teach your disciple? Master Duan is the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. In terms of status, he's on the same level as you, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Your disciple is acting so disrespectfully in front of the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. As his master, if you don't do something about it, people will say you're not a good disciple in the future. Tai Yi Old Ancestor's tone became a little colder as he spoke, giving people a feeling that winter had arrived. The chief celestial alchemist? As soon as the old ancestor of the Tai Yi sect spoke, an uproar broke out among the crowd. This brat who's not even 100 years old is the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect? Are you serious? Nonsense. Of course it's fake. Even if a person who's not even 100 years old is lucky enough to obtain a prominent celestial fire, do you think he'll be able to achieve much in less than 100 years? I'm afraid he won't even be able to refine an ordinary prominent celestial pill, let alone the overarching heaven pill. The people from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect are too shameless. Just to sell the overarching heaven pills in his shop, he actually dared to claim that a brat who was not even 100 years old was the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. Aren't they afraid of being laughed at? The old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect is one of the older generation powerhouses of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect, and yet he's following the lead of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. The onlookers whispered among themselves. They all agreed that He Shan was making up lies. Bang. With a loud bang, a cloud of blood mist suddenly exploded in the crowd. Then, as if it was pulled by an invisible force, it all fell to the ground without touching anyone. Blood stained the ground, dazzling the eyes. Gasp, 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 gasp. The sound of people inhaling sharply rang in the air. The person who was killed was none other than the middle-aged man who had said He Shan was a dog. He had lost his life because of a slip of the tongue. Instantly, the noisy crowd fell into a dead silence. Everyone's eyes fell on He Shan's old ancestor. Although He Shan had remained motionless from the beginning until now, he had not moved at all. However, at that moment, they clearly felt a powerful energy surge from He Shan's direction toward the blood-stained ground. Senior He Shan, please calm down. At this moment, Tan Jingyi said, I don't think that person has any ill intentions. He just thinks that what you said is a little unbelievable. After all, everyone can see for themselves that this young man is not even 100 years old. Qing De Gang, who had been arguing with Duanling Tian, retreated to Tan Jingye's side. His face was slightly pale when he saw He Shan's ruthless attack. Seeing how ruthless Tai Yi old ancestor was, he didn't dare to be the first one to stand out. He was afraid He Shan would attack him. After all, He Shan was an 8-trigram celestial duke. He was stronger than his master. If He Shan wanted to kill him, even his master might not be able to stop him. That's right. As soon as Tan Jingyi finished speaking, Guan Qifei stepped forward and said coldly, no matter what the people of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect say, it won't be convincing. Unless this young man refines a cauldron of overarching heaven pills in front of us. Otherwise, the Tai Yi Celestial Sect will be violating the rules set by the major sects in the 6 southeastern regions by selling overarching heaven pills. They'll be boycotted by all sections. As he spoke, Guan Qifei's eyes were filled with schadenfreude. Who do you think you are? Duanling Tian glanced at Guan Qifei coldly and said disdainfully, you're not worthy of me refining overarching heaven pills. Of course, if you want me to refine overarching heaven pills in front of everyone, you'll have to gather all the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions here. I don't want a mad dog to come looking for trouble every 2 days. I might as well show everyone that I, the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect, can refine overarching heaven pills. The Tai celestial sect is qualified to sell overarching heaven pills in Alchemy City. Duan Lingtian said. Who did you call a mad dog? Guan Qifei's expression changed drastically. Killing intent flashed in his eyes as he looked at Duan Lingtian. At this moment, even Tan Jingye's expression darkened. Duan Lingtian's words were indirectly scolding him. Young man, I think you're overthinking things. Tan Jingye took a deep breath to suppress his anger. Then he looked at Duan Lingtian and said in a deep voice, as long as you refine a cauldron of overarching heaven pills in front of me, Master Guan, and everyone else, the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions will believe you, and the Tai celestial sect is qualified to sell overarching heaven pills in Alchemy City. No one will doubt the Tai celestial sect's qualifications to sell overarching heaven pills in Alchemy City. Tan Jingye said. Vice sect leader Tan, you're qualified to represent the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions? Duan Lingtian looked at Tan Jingye meaningfully. Brat. Guan Qifei said coldly, don't think I don't know you're just stalling for time. However, I really don't understand why you're still so stubborn. What's the point of stalling for time? I advise you to lower your head and admit your mistake. If the Tai celestial sect's attitude is better, the top sects might be lenient and punish the Tai celestial sect. Guan Qifei pretended to be kind when he spoke. In any case, I, Duan Lingtian, will not refine overarching heaven pills in public unless all the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions send their representatives here. Duan Lingtian said indifferently, ignoring Guan Qifei's words. As soon as he finished speaking, before Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye could say anything, Duan Lingtian continued to say, of course, it's not impossible for me to refine overarching heaven pills in public. However, I, Duan Lingtian, will never refine overarching heaven pills for no reason. At the very least, there has to be a reward. Duan Lingtian glanced at Guan Qifei provocatively when he reached the end of his sentence. Reward? What reward? Guan Qifei sneered. In his opinion, Duan Lingtian was only trying to scare him, Tan Jingye, and the others away. He did not believe that a brat who was not even 100 years old could refine overarching heaven pills. I heard that the supporting Sun Celestial sect has a dual offensive and defensive Duke-grade Celestial method. Duan Lingtian looked at Guan Qifei before he shifted his gaze to Tan Jingye. Apart from that, I also heard that the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect has a dual offensive and defensive Duke-grade divine ability. As long as the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect and the supporting Sun Celestial sect are willing to use their Duke-grade divine abilities and Duke-grade celestial methods, I'll refine the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill, in front of everyone. Naturally, the Tai celestial sect won't be stingy as well. The Tai celestial sect will take out 1 Duke-grade celestial method and 2 Duke-grade divine abilities. I'm sure you've heard about the Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities in the Tai celestial sect. A hint of provocation could be seen in Duan Lingtian's eyes as he looked at Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye. The supporting Sun Celestial sect had a dual offensive and defensive Duke-grade celestial method. The Thousand Leaves Celestial sect had a dual offensive and defensive Duke-grade divine ability. Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, had told him all of this before he left the shop. Naturally, he had taken the initiative to ask. He asked this question to see if he could win the celestial methods and divine abilities from the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect. Naturally, he was not completely confident he could win. After all, even though he could propose a bet, it would depend on Guan Qifei, Tan Jingye, and the people behind them to decide whether they would agree to it or not. The sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect had come as well. If Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye wanted to bet with him, they would have to ask for the approval of the sect masters behind them. What do you think? Do you dare to bet? If you don't, both of you should gather the people from the other top sects in the 6 southeastern regions and ask them to send a representative here. It might take some time, but at the very least, you don't have to worry about losing your celestial methods and divine abilities. Chapter 2844. Upon hearing Duan Lingtian's words, the entire place fell silent again. Nobody expected Duan Lingtian to suddenly say such words. Even Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, and the 3 prominent celestial alchemists from the Tai celestial sect, were stunned by Duan Lingtian's words. In fact, they were slightly taken aback. They did not expect Master Duan of the Tai Celestial Sect would be interested in the celestial methods and divine abilities of the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions before the alchemy conference began. He did not follow the rules at all. Did he not say he would only bet after the alchemy conference began? No wonder Master Duan asked me about the celestial methods and divine abilities of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. As it turns out, he was already interested in the celestial methods and divine abilities of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect, finally regained his senses and looked at Duan Lingtian. Before they left the shop, Duan Lingtian, the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Celestial Sect, had asked him about the celestial methods and divine abilities of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Duan Lingtian had also told Duan Lingtian that the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect had dual-trait Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. Although Duan Lingtian did not tell him the details of the bet, he could already guess what Duan Lingtian wanted to bet. Master Duan. At the same time, Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing regained their senses. When they looked at Duan Lingtian again, a bitter smile appeared on their faces. They did not expect Duan Lingtian to be so arrogant. At this moment, Master Duan of the Tai Celestial Sect did not forget to take advantage of others' underestimation. Are you trying to say? At the same time, Guan Qifei, who regained his senses earlier than Situ Ming and the other two, looked at Duan Lingtian and asked coldly, "What's the matter? If you successfully refine the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill, in front of us, the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect will lose their triple-trait Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability to you, right? If you can't refine the overarching heaven pill, the Tai Celestial Sect will lose 1 Duke-grade celestial method and 2 Duke-grade divine abilities to the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect." As he spoke, Guan Qifei stared at Duan Lingtian's eyes and stared at Duan Lingtian's face. It was as if he wanted to find something from Duan Lingtian's eyes and Duan Lingtian's expression. Unfortunately, Guan Qifei could not find anything. Duan Lingtian remained calm from the beginning until the end. He looked like an old monk who had entered a meditative state. "You're quite smart. You've already guessed the contents of the bet before I even told you about it." Duan Lingtian smiled faintly, but the disdain in his eyes did not lessen. "What do you think? Do you dare to bet with me? If you don't dare to bet with me, then scram. Gather all the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions. Even if there's no bet, I'll still refine the overarching heaven pill in front of all of you and restore the Tai Celestial Sect's reputation." After he finished speaking, Duan Lingtian looked away from Guan Qifei, completely disregarding Guan Qifei's darkened expression. After Duan Lingtian's gaze left the switch, he looked at Tan Jingyi and said with a faint smile, "Vice Sect Leader Tan, please make a few more trips to invite the representatives from the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions." After he finished speaking, Duan Lingtian turned to Huan and said softly, "Huan, let's return to the shop and wait for Vice Sect Leader Tan and Master Guan to gather all the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions." As soon as he finished speaking, Duan Lingtian and Huan returned to the shop. "Of course, I think it'll take them at least tomorrow or even later to gather all the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions." "Ha!" Duan Lingtian's laughter reverberated in the air. Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye's expressions changed when they heard Duan Lingtian's laughter. They looked at each other. "Master Guan, as a prominent celestial alchemist, do you think he's capable of refining the overarching heaven pill?" Tan Jingyi asked Guan Qifei through voice transmission. To be honest, he did not think Duan Lingtian was capable of refining the overarching heaven pill. After all, Duan Lingtian was not even 100 years old. It was impossible for him to have such a high level of attainment in alchemy. When Duan Lingtian said he wanted to bet with them, his first thought was that Duan Lingtian was trying to scare them off. Although the 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities of the Tai Celestial Sect were just celestial methods and divine abilities, he was still tempted. After all, none of the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions would complain about having more Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. However, out of caution, he did not immediately agree to Duan Lingtian's bet. "Impossible." Guan Qifei refuted through voice transmission. "He's not even 100 years old. Even if he's lucky enough to obtain a prominent celestial fire, however, to refine the overarching heaven pill, it would take a long time to accumulate and accumulate. Let alone the 6 southeastern regions, even in the borderlands of the southern heaven territory, there's never been a prominent celestial alchemist capable of refining the overarching heaven pill before the age of 100. In fact, there's never been a prominent celestial alchemist who's younger than 100 years old. There are some who obtained prominent celestial fires before the age of 100, but due to the limitations of their alchemy skills, they can't refine celestial pills. Guan Qifei said. Although there are prominent celestial alchemists under the age of 100 in the spirit overarching heaven, they're as rare as phoenix feathers and unicorn horns. A prominent celestial alchemist who's able to refine the overarching heaven pill before the age of 100. At the very least, I've never heard of such a person in the spirit overarching heaven pill before. After all, I'm only a prominent celestial alchemist who's been in the central area of the southern heaven territory for more than 100 years before returning to the borderlands. Guan Qifei continued to say. 200 years ago, Guan Qifei had left the 6 southeastern regions and the borderlands of the southern heaven territory to head to the central area. However, when he arrived there, he discovered that he was a prominent celestial alchemist. He was a prominent celestial alchemist who was popular in the borderlands, but he was nothing in the central area. In the central area, there were many prominent celestial alchemists in the major clans and sections. In the more powerful forces, prominent celestial alchemists could be found everywhere, but their status was not high. Although the central area had broadened his horizons, and the cultivation and alchemy resources there were far superior to those in the borderlands, he still chose to return. In the end he returned. It was not because of anything else. It was simply because he did not receive any importance or respect there. After all, his cultivation base was mediocre and he mainly relied on alchemy. As the saying went, it was better to be the head of a chicken than the tail of a phoenix. At that time, he had returned to the borderlands and the 6 southeastern regions with this thought in mind. Then he joined the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect in the Shadow region and became a revered alchemist of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect. As the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect, Tan Zhengyi had heard about this as well. For this reason he had asked Guan Qifei for confirmation. After all, compared to Guan Qifei, his horizons were much narrower. Does this mean this young man is trying to scare us? Tan Zhengyi asked. That must be it. Guan Qifei said matter-of-factly. As soon as Guan Qifei finished speaking, he looked at Tan Zhengyi. His eyes flashed as he said, Vice-sect leader Tan, there's one more thing. Earlier when he said he wanted to bet with us, Shan, the old ancestor, Situ Ming, and the other two were shocked. It's obvious they didn't expect the young man would suddenly propose a bet. Later on, Situ Ming and the others returned to their senses. When they looked to that brat, they revealed bitter smiles. I'm certain he's trying to scare us off so we don't dare to bet with him. After all, as long as we don't agree to his bet, we'll be the ones who'll be embarrassed instead of him who doesn't dare to refine overarching heaven pills in public. Guan Qifei said. Vice-sect leader Tan, if you want to bet with him, I'm willing to look for the sect leader of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect and persuade him to accept the bet. After all, not only will we not be embarrassed, but we'll also be able to obtain 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities for our respective sections. Although the 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities are unique, I'm sure even the Profound Heaven Celestial Sect would have more than enough Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities, right? After saying those words, Guan Qifei began to urge Tan Zhengyi. After all, Duanling Tian was not betting with him alone, he was betting with both him and Tan Zhengyi. If Tan Zhengyi did not agree to the bet, Duanling Tian could still choose not to bet with him. If you're still worried, I can test this young man first. If I say the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect will bet with him, and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect won't bet with him, let's see if he agrees. If he agrees, the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect will bet with him. However, even if we win, the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect will have nothing to do with us. If he doesn't agree and insists on betting with both of our sects, it'll mean he's using the empty city strategy. At that time, you'll be able to bet with him without any worries. Guan Qifei added. He was afraid Tan Zhengyi would not agree to it. If that's the case, you can test him. Initially, Tan Zhengyi wanted to agree to the bet with Duanling Tian. However, after giving it some thought, he decided to accept Guan Qifei's suggestion. Really? The prominent celestial alchemist of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect are going to let that young man leave just like that? Chapter 2845. Why are they so stupid? That brat from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect is clearly trying to trick them. How could they be so easily fooled? It's normal for them to be fooled. After all, the brat from the Tai celestial sect wants them to use the best celestial methods and divine abilities from their sects as the stakes. Although the brat from the Tai celestial sect has made a request, he has also offered a stake. Although the celestial methods and divine abilities he offered are only ordinary Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities, he still offered 3 of them. That's not a small sum. I wonder if that brat is lying. He's not even 100 years old. How could he possibly offer 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities from the Tai celestial sect as the stakes? Those are the most precious treasures of the Tai celestial sect. I really don't know what the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun celestial sect and the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves celestial sect are thinking. How could they not accept 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities? When Duan Lingtian and Huana returned to the store, the onlookers could not help but whisper among themselves. Although Duan Lingtian had not offended them, most of them were men. They were naturally envious of Duan Lingtian for winning the heart of such a peerless beauty. Under such circumstances, it was only natural that they wanted to see Duan Lingtian embarrass himself. However, Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye's silence was, without a doubt, an opportunity for them to watch Duan Lingtian embarrass himself. Naturally, they were unwilling to accept this outcome. However, even though they were unwilling, they weren't bold enough to point at Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye's noses and scold them. They could only whisper among themselves. Just as Duan Lingtian and Huaner were about to enter the store, a voice rang out. "Little bastard, stop right there." A voice suddenly rang in the air, drowning out the whispers of the onlookers. When the stern shout sounded out, the entire scene was deathly silent to the point it was so quiet that one could hear the sound of a needle dropping to the ground. The next moment, the gazes of the majority of the crowd landed on the person who had shouted sternly. The person who shouted was none other than Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun celestial sect. "There's a chance. Looks like there's going to be a good show." As Guan Qifei shouted at Duan Lingtian to stop, the eyes of the group of men who were eager to see the world burn brightened. However, Duan Lingtian did not hesitate to cross the threshold and enter the shop with Huaner after Guan Qifei finished speaking. I think I heard a dog barking behind us. I don't know who that dog is barking at." When they entered the shop, Duan Lingtian's voice sounded. It sounded like he was flirting with the girl beside him, but in fact he was responding to Guan Qifei. "Brat, you're courting death." Guan Qifei was infuriated when he heard Duan Lingtian calling him a dog. His celestial origin energy surged out of his body, and his eyes turned red. It seemed as though he would attack Duan Lingtian at any moment. "You're the one who's courting death." Just as Guan Qifei's celestial origin energy surged and his eyes turned red, a furious roar echoed in the air and spread rapidly. Bang! Ah! Along with the angry roar, there was a loud bang followed by a painful scream. As the great ancestor of the Tai sect flicked his sleeve, a vast and unparalleled power swept out. It was as if thousands of soldiers and horses were galloping, and it sent Guan Qifei flying. The celestial origin energy in Guan Qifei's body was completely dispersed. He was sent flying for more than 10 meters before he finally managed to stabilize himself. His body trembled violently a few times before he spat out a large mouthful of blood. "How dare you humiliate the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect? If you're an ordinary person, I wouldn't have held back. You should be thankful that you're a revered elder of the supporting Sun celestial sect." He Shan's cold voice rang in the air after he made his move. The meaning of his words was clear. If Guan Qifei wasn't a revered elder of the supporting Sun celestial sect, he would have died as well. "Master Guan. Master Guan." The expressions of the people he brought with him changed drastically when they saw Guan Qifei was injured. They hastily made their way toward Guan Qifei. However, it was obvious that they were not concerned about Guan Qifei's injuries. This was because when they approached Guan Qifei they all hid behind him. It was as though they were afraid He Shan would attack them. After all, they were not from the supporting Sun celestial sect. Without the supporting Sun celestial sect's protection, no one would stand up for them even if He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, killed them. The people Guan Qifei brought with him were mediocre and primitive celestial alchemists who had been fawning over him ever since he arrived in Alchemy City. When these celestial alchemists found out He Shan was in the right to cause trouble for the Tai celestial sect, they decided to join in the fun as well. After all, it was rare for them to block the entrance of the Tai celestial sect's shop in such an imposing manner. Guan Qifei was the one who gave them this opportunity. This was enough for them to brag about for the rest of their lives. Although Tai Yi old ancestor had injured him, his injuries were not deep, so Guan Qifei quickly recovered. Duan Lingtian, I'll bet with you. After he recovered, he did not dare to show his anger in front of Hishan. Therefore he vented his anger on Duan Lingtian. You finally learned how to speak properly? As soon as Guan Qifei finished speaking, Duan Lingtian turned around and glanced at Guan Qifei indifferently. I'll bet with you. However, can you represent the Tai Yi celestial sect? Don't lose because you can't take out the 3 dupe grade celestial methods and divine abilities. Guan Qifei said coldly. Since you don't believe Master Duan can represent the Tai Yi celestial sect, I can, right? Tai Yi old ancestor glanced at Guan Qifei coldly and said, Alchemist Duan's decision today represents my decision. If he loses and has to hand over the 3 dupe grade celestial methods and divine abilities of the Tai Yi celestial sect, the Tai Yi celestial sect won't have any objections. Hishan said in one breath. Did you hear that? Duan Lingtian looked at Guan Qifei meaningfully. Then, without waiting for Guan Qifei's reply, he looked at Tan Zhengyi and asked, Vice Sect Leader Tan, Master Guan has agreed to bet with me. What about you? Vice Sect Leader Tan, I won't bet with you. I'll bet with you. Guan Qifei said to Duan Lingtian before Tan Zhengyi could reply. You. Duan Lingtian sneered and said disdainfully, I'm sorry. If you're alone, I'm not interested in betting with you. As expected, you're afraid of losing your confidence. Guan Qifei burst out laughing as soon as Duan Lingtian finished speaking. Then he looked at Tan Zhengyi and said, Vice Sect Leader Tan, are you relieved now? Master Duan, since you're so eager to bet with us, I'll play along as well. Tan Zhengyi looked at Duan Lingtian coldly. Both of you. Even if you want to bet with me, you might not be able to make the decision, right? I think it's best for both of you to return and ask for the sect leader's opinion before you give me a reply. Duan Lingtian glanced at Tan Zhengyi and Guan Qifei indifferently before he said, I don't want your sect leaders to refuse to give me the prize after you've lost. That would be meaningless. I don't need to return. I just need to inform the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect about this through a communication celestial talisman. Tan Zhengyi said. Me too. Guan Qifei chimed in. Both of you, it's better for both of you to use a communication celestial talisman to summon the sect leaders of your 2 sects. If they only reply with a communication celestial talisman, they might still go back on their word. Duan Lingtian continued to say, if they're not present, I won't feel at ease betting with both of you. It's just like how if the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect isn't here today, you won't believe I'll be able to offer the 3 dupe grade celestial methods and divine abilities on behalf of the Tai Yi celestial sect. My request shouldn't be too much, right? When Duan Lingtian reached the end of his sentence, he narrowed his eyes and smiled faintly. Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi exchanged a few glances before they communicated through voice transmission. Vice Sect Leader Tan, the more requests he makes, the more guilty he is. I agree. Since he wants us to summon the sect leaders of our 2 sects, we'll do as he wishes. Otherwise, he'll really think he can intimidate us. I agree with you, Vice Sect Leader Tan. After communicating through voice transmission, both of them used communication celestial talismans to send messages to the sect leaders of their 2 sects in Alchemy City of the Barren Land. They're really going to summon the sect leaders of their 2 sects? The 3 prominent celestial alchemists of the Tai Yi celestial sect, Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing, looked at Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi in shock when they saw Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi using communication celestial talismans. It was as though they were looking at a fool. Did they not see how confident Master Duan of the Tai Yi celestial sect was and how confident he was? Under such circumstances they actually dared to make a bet with Master Duan? Did they really think that the offensive and defensive dupe grade celestial methods and divine abilities of their sects were a hot potato? However, when Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi saw the shocked expressions on the 3 prominent celestial alchemists' faces, they interpreted it as a sign of guilt. On the other side, he's not even 100 years old, but he's able to refine the overarching heaven pill? How's that possible? A prominent celestial alchemist who's not even 100 years old is capable of refining the overarching heaven pill? Impossible. There's no such person. The sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect shared the same thoughts when they received Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi's communication celestial talismans. Soon after, the sect leaders of the 2 sects left. Chapter 2846. It would be a waste to reject a free dupe grade celestial method and divine ability. This was the thought of the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect. Therefore, as soon as they received the communication celestial talismans from Guan Qifei and Tan Zhengyi, they immediately left the shop. Outside the Tai Yi Celestial sect's shop, the noisy crowd did not disperse. Instead, more and more people gathered. More and more people gathered to watch the show. I'm afraid the Tai Yi Celestial sect is in a difficult position now. Perhaps, even the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect didn't expect Master Guan and Vice Sect Leader Tan to send a message to the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect. The purple-clad young man from the Tai Yi Celestial sect has gone too far this time. I wonder who he is to be able to make the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect accompany him in his madness. I didn't expect there to be such a show before the alchemy conference begins. This trip to Alchemy City in the Barren Land is definitely worth it. At this moment, a group of people was gathered outside the Tai Yi Celestial sect's shop. Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun Celestial sect, and Tan Zhengyi, the vice sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect, as well as his two direct disciples. As for the people from the Tai Yi Celestial sect, they had returned to the inner room of the shop so the people outside could not see what they were doing. Due to the presence of the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect, the people outside, including Tan Zhengyi, did not dare to use their divine consciousness to probe the shop. In the eyes of the people outside, the people from the Tai Yi Celestial sect must be feeling guilty. However, were the people from the Tai Yi Celestial sect really feeling guilty? In the inner room of the Tai Yi Celestial sect's shop. Old ancestor, the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect might not agree to my bet immediately. Duan Lingtian looked at the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect and said, "Therefore, I hope you can put on a show with me. When the time comes, you can do this." Following that, Duan Lingtian taught Hishan how to act in front of the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect so they would not go back on their words and refuse to accept the bet. If that's the case, the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect would definitely take the bait. After hearing Duan Lingtian's words, Situ Ming smiled brightly. I didn't expect us to have such a good start before the alchemy conference even begins. Perhaps, we'll be able to obtain a triple trait Duke grade celestial method or divine ability for the sect during the alchemy conference. Yang Chong smiled as well. Master Duan, it's not difficult for the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect to take the bait. After all, as long as they confirm you're not even 100 years old, they won't believe you're a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills. At this moment, Hishan looked at Duan Lingtian and said with a frown on his face, "However, if you refine the overarching heaven pills in public, won't your heating speed be exposed? After all, we'll have to rely on your heating speed to obtain better celestial methods and divine abilities." The old ancestor of the Tai Yi sect voiced his concerns. In the beginning, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect had come for Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities that were both offensive and defensive. However, after what had happened earlier, he no longer cared about triple trait Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. After all, the Tai Yi Celestial sect had a triple trait Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability right in front of them. At this moment, his goal was to obtain triple trait Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. "You don't have to worry about that, old ancestor." Duan Lingtian smiled faintly when he heard Hishan's concerns. His eyes flashed as he said, "I can control the heating speed of my cauldron. It's not easy to speed it up, but it's easy to slow it down. I'll let it heat the cauldron for as long as I want it to. At that time, I'll maintain the heating speed at 8 hours. After 8 hours, I'll begin the next step." Duan Lingtian said. "That's right. Even we can extend the heating time as long as we want to. With Master Duan's current talent in alchemy, it's easy for him to extend the heating time. You don't have to worry about that, old ancestor." Situ Ming and Yang Chong chimed in as soon as Duan Lingtian finished speaking. "That's good." Upon hearing this, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial sect heaved a sigh of relief. His eyes shone brightly as he said, "From today onward, the Tai Yi Celestial sect will have Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities that are both offensive and defensive." Once the Tai Yi Celestial sect obtained the supporting Sun Celestial sect's celestial method and divine ability from the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect, it would take a while for the Tai Yi Celestial sect to improve. However, as time passed, the Tai Yi Celestial sect's overall strength would soar. At that time, Even if the Thousand Spiders Celestial Sect and the Martial Dragon Celestial Sect joined forces, they might not be able to suppress the Tai Celestial Sect. As one of the older powerhouses of the Tai Celestial Sect, he naturally hoped to see the Tai Celestial Sect rise before he left the borderlands. This is all because of Master Duan? Yishan thought to himself. Various emotions flashed through his eyes as he looked at Duan Lingtian. He found the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Celestial Sect pleasing to the eye. About 15 minutes later. Senior Yishan, our sect leader is here. A voice rang from outside the Tai Celestial Sect's shop. It was none other than Tan Jingyi, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. The sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect is here as well. Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, chimed in as soon as Tan Jingyi finished speaking. Old Ancestor, the master of the Tai Celestial Sect is here. It's up to you to decide if the two sect leaders will agree to my bet. Duan Lingtian said solemnly as he looked at Yishan. Don't worry, Master Duan. There won't be any problems on my side. After all, it's up to the Tai Celestial Sect to obtain 2 triple trait Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. Yishan said. Upon hearing Yishan's words, Duan Lingtian heaved a sigh of relief. Then he, Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing followed Yishan out of the shop. So many people? As soon as he walked out of the shop, he saw that there were several times more people gathered at the entrance than before. Situ Ming couldn't help but click his tongue. Senior Yishan. Senior Yishan. As soon as Duan Lingtian and the others left the shop, 2 people took the initiative to greet the old ancestor. They were unfamiliar faces. However, based on Guan Qifei and Tan Jingyi, it was obvious they were the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. The person standing in front of Guan Qifei was a muscular middle-aged man dressed in a fiery red robe. His face was as firm as steel, and he exuded a majestic aura. The person standing in front of Tan Jingyi was a refined middle-aged man dressed in a white robe. His face was as fair as jade and he held a folding fan in his hand. He looked like a scholar. Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, and Xiao Ting, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Duan Lingtian had heard Yishan mention the names of the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect when they were in the shop. He also knew the 2 sect leaders were 8 trigrams celestial dukes. However, in terms of seniority they were lower than Yishan. Sect leader Lian, sect leader Xiao, long time no see. At the same time, when the old ancestor of the Tai sect responded to the sect masters of the 2 sects, a hint of helplessness flashed in his eyes. Although this helpless expression only lasted for a moment, it was clearly seen by Lian Qingyi and Xiao Teng. Senior Yishan, I've heard about this matter. This is just a small matter. Why don't we just ask Master Duan to refine the overarching heaven pills and clear the name of the Tai Celestial Sect? There's no need to make a bet. Lian Qingyi said to Yishan. That's right. Xiao Ting chimed in, Senior Yishan, why don't we make a bet? Just ask Master Duan to refine the overarching heaven pills on the spot. Since both sect leaders have said so, then, as soon as Lian Qingyi and Xiao Ting finished speaking, the old ancestor heaved a sigh of relief and quickly opened his mouth to agree. At this moment, Senior Yishan, Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist from the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, stepped forward and looked at Yishan solemnly. Earlier, Master Duan from the Tai Celestial Sect proposed the bet, and you said you'd support him. Now, in the blink of an eye, you want to go back on your word? This doesn't seem appropriate, right? When he reached the end of his sentence, Guan Qifei smiled coldly as though he was a villain intoxicated by success. Who do you think you are? The old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect glared at Guan Qifei and said angrily, I'm talking to the 2 sect leaders. It's none of your business. Yishan's expression changed slightly as he rebuked the old ancestor. The old ancestor's acting is impeccable. Duan Lingtian, who was standing behind the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect, sighed inwardly when he saw the changes in Yishan's expression. Senior Yishan. At this moment, Tan Jingyi, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect, chimed in. Just as Master Guan has said, Master Duan was the one who proposed the bet. I think Master Duan has to say it himself if he wants to go back on his word, right? After he finished speaking, he looked at Duan Lingtian. Everyone shifted their attention to Duan Lingtian immediately. Vice-sect leader Tan. Duan Lingtian met Tan Jingye's gaze fearlessly and said in a clear voice, I agree with sect leader Lian and sect leader Xiao. Talking about the bet would hurt the peace between the Tai Celestial sect and your two sections. Tan Jingyi and Guan Qifei were not the only ones who thought Duan Lingtian was shameless. Even the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial sect, Situ Ming, and the others were dumbfounded. What was Duan Lingtian up to? Was he not afraid the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect would give up on the bet? And Chapter 2847. In the eyes of Tai Old Ancestor. Although Duan Lingtian had said those words earlier, his purpose was to mislead the people from the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect into thinking that he was guilty. After all, as long as Duan Lingtian was unwilling to refine the overarching heaven pill in front of everyone, it did not matter what he said. However, when he heard Duan Lingtian agreeing with the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect, he was stunned. What is Alchemist Duan doing? Situ Ming, Yang Chong, and Yu Zhongjing were also dumbfounded. Most of them, including the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect, thought Duan Lingtian was shameless. Before they came, they had heard of the existence of Duan Lingtian. Now, their divine senses had confirmed the fact that Duan Lingtian was less than 100 years old. For this reason, they did not think Duan Lingtian was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine the overarching heaven pill. However, Duan Lingtian's reaction made them realize that the people from the Tai Celestial sect were lacking in confidence. In fact, they regretted their earlier probing. The words that the two sect leaders had spoken to the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial sect were, in fact, meant to test the Tai Celestial sect's celestial methods and divine abilities. They had no choice but to be cautious when it came to the most precious immortal arts and divine abilities of their respective sections. Alchemist Guan Xingye, Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial sect, and Xiao Teng, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect, were anxious. They quickly sent voice transmissions to Guan Qifei and Tan Jingyi to think of a way to convince the Tai Celestial sect to continue the bet with them. They did not want to miss out on the 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities even though they were all single celestial methods and divine abilities. It would be a waste to reject such a gift. Just as Guan Qifei and Tan Jingyi were feeling a headache due to Duan Lingtian's shamelessness, a voice suddenly sounded. Duan Lingtian said, "Let's bet. However, I still stand by my words. Once the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect summon the representatives of the major celestial sects in the 6 southeastern regions, I'll refine the overarching heaven pills in public to prove myself and the Tai Celestial sect. Now, since you don't dare to bet, you can leave now." Duan Lingtian's of the Thousand Leaves Hua. The moment Duan Lingtian's words left his mouth, the entire place burst into an uproar. I originally thought that Duan Lingtian was admitting defeat when he said those words. Now it seems like not only did he not admit defeat, his attitude is still so unyielding. Sect is. Perhaps he thinks stalling for time will delay the Tai Celestial sect's reputation. At this moment, many people were waiting for Duan Lingtian's response from the supporting Sun Celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect. Would they really gather the representatives from the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions? It should be known that it was not an easy task to gather all the top celestial sects in the 6 southeastern regions before the alchemy conference began. After all, one of the sects might have left Alchemy City for another place in the barren land. The old ancestor of the Tai Celestial sect, Situ Ming, and the others sighed in relief when they heard Duan Lingtian's words. They were worried the cooked duck would fly away. Senior Hishan, the Tai Celestial sects. Master Duan, right? This pill Master Duan seems to be determined to bet with us. Lian Qingyi narrowed his eyes as he looked at Hishan. Master Duan. Hishan looked at Duan Lingtian and said with a sigh, "Why don't we just forget about it?" A hint of helplessness could be heard in Hishan's voice when he sighed. The others could not help but think about it. Did Hishan want Duan Lingtian to admit that the Tai Celestial sect had violated the alchemy conference's rules? Or did Hishan want them to refine the overarching heaven pills in public? Almost everyone felt the former was more likely to happen. Old ancestor. Duan Lingtian looked at Hishan with a solemn expression on his face. He did not say anything but his expression changed slightly. It was as though he was communicating with Hishan through voice transmission. In fact, Duan Lingtian was indeed communicating with Hishan through voice transmission. After a while, Hishan's face turned solemn. His eyes, which were originally scattered, suddenly focused on Lian Qingyi and Xiao Teng. Sect leaders, I support Master Duan. You can either bet with us or you can leave. When the alchemy conference begins, Master Duan will prove the Tai Yi celestial sect's reputation in front of all the sects in the 6 southeastern regions. At this moment, Tai Yi Old Ancestor's attitude took a complete turn. The change in his attitude was so sudden that it took a long time for everyone to regain their senses. This was because not only was the change sudden, but it was also too drastic. In Lian Qingyi and Xiaoting's opinion, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect must have changed so drastically because Duanling Tian had spoken to him through voice transmission. Although they did not know what Duanling Tian had said to Hishan through voice transmission, it was not difficult for them to guess the gist of it. Duanling Tian must have asked Hishan to cooperate with him and use the Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities to scare them off. Since Senior Hishan wants to bet with us, it would seem as though I'm not giving you face if I don't agree. On behalf of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, I'm willing to bet with the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. As for the contents of the bet, we'll follow Master Duan's instructions. Lian Qingyi said in a clear voice as he looked at Duanling Tian meaningfully. It was as though he was a cat toying with a mouse. The Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect is willing to bet with you as well. Xiaoting chimed in as soon as Lian Qingyi finished speaking. The Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect was also willing to bet with the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. Upon hearing Lian Qingyi and Xiaoting's words, the crowd's spirits were lifted. Are they finally going to bet? It's finally going to start. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Master Duan from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect is going to reveal his true colors. A brat who's not even 100 years old dares to claim he can refine a top prominent celestial pill like the overarching heaven pill. The crowd was still waiting outside the Tai Yi Celestial Sect's shop because they wanted to see the bet between the Tai Yi Celestial Sect, the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Earlier, the 3 sects' hesitation had disappointed them. They had thought the bet would be a failure. However, now that the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect had spoken, the bet was finally about to begin. Brat, did you hear our sect leader and sect leader Zhao's words? The supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect are willing to bet Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities with the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. Guan Qifei looked at Duanling Tian and sneered. Now, you can refine the overarching heaven pill in front of everyone. I'd like to see how a brat like you who's not even 100 years old is going to refine the overarching heaven pill. Although the others did not speak, all of them looked at Duanling Tian in unison. Duanling Tian had become the center of attention in the surroundings. At this moment, it was as though Duanling Tian was the only person left in the world. Since the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect are so eager to gift Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities to the Tai Yi Celestial Sect, the Tai Yi Celestial Sect will gladly accept them. Duanling Tian grinned. His smile was extremely brilliant and he was extremely confident. He had an expression as though victory was already in his grasp. Lian Qingyi and Xiaoting's hearts skipped a beat when they saw Duanling Tian's confidence. An ominous feeling rose in their hearts. Could it be that this brat who was not even 100 years old was really capable of refining the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill? Brat, you're still boasting at this juncture? Guan Qifei sneered. Show us if you're a donkey or a horse. Upon hearing Guan Qifei's words, Lian Qingyi and Xiaoting calmed down slightly. Indeed. Before Duanling Tian refined the overarching heaven pill, their sects would not lose. Until now, they still did not think it was possible for someone who was not even 100 years old to be a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine the overarching heaven pill. Duanling Tian ignored Guan Qifei. He raised his hand and a gray flame rose from his palm. It was the third form of the Chaos Divine Flame. Swoosh. At the same time, a pill cauldron appeared in Duanling Tian's other hand. It flew out of his hand and hovered in front of Duanling Tian. It's a prominent celestial fire. A prominent celestial pill cauldron. Many people exclaimed when they saw Duanling Tian's Chaos Divine Flame and pill cauldron. He really has a prominent celestial fire? He's not even 100 years old, but he managed to obtain a prominent celestial fire. I spent 10,000 years looking for celestial fires, but I only managed to find a primitive celestial fire. A primitive celestial alchemist who was brought here by Guan Qifei said enviously. So what if you have a prominent celestial fire? It only means you're lucky. With your skill, you won't be able to heat a prominent celestial pill cauldron in less than 10 hours even if you have a prominent celestial fire. Guan Qifei scoffed coldly. How do you know it'll take me more than 10 hours to heat a cauldron? Duan Lingtian pretended to be surprised as he looked at Guan Qifei. You're not even 100 years old, but you're not even a prominent celestial alchemist. Even with the best prominent celestial fire, you'll still need more than 10 hours to heat a prominent celestial pill cauldron. Chapter 2848. Guan Qifei's words made it seem as though he thought Duan Lingtian's alchemy skills were not worth mentioning. Just because my cauldron heating is slow doesn't mean I can't refine the overarching heaven pill. Duan Lingtian smiled faintly when he heard Guan Qifei's words. Then he began to heat his cauldron under everyone's watchful eyes. The third form Chaos Divine Flame shot into the cauldron at lightning speed. Whoosh! Flames began to burn in the cauldron. Everything was under Duan Lingtian's control. Meanwhile, the onlookers shifted their attention to Duan Lingtian's cauldron. About 15 minutes later, the onlookers shifted their attention away from Duan Lingtian's cauldron. At the same time, many mediocre and primitive celestial alchemists who Guan Qifei had brought with him began to whisper among themselves. The time it takes to heat the cauldron is a direct reflection of one's heating speed. In the 6 southeastern regions, none of the prominent celestial alchemists who can refine the overarching heaven pill took more than 7 hours to heat their cauldron. That's right. The heating speed of a cauldron is not only a test of a celestial alchemist's celestial fire but also his alchemy skills. It's only natural for a person with a high celestial fire to be able to heat their cauldron faster than 7 hours. If Duan Lingtian's heating speed is faster than 7 hours, it's impossible for him to refine the overarching heaven pill. Did he just say it took him more than 10 hours to heat his cauldron? How can he refine the overarching heaven pill with such a speed? He's delusional. Why are you being so calculative with him? He's not even 100 years old. Do you really think he'll be able to refine prominent celestial pills at such a young age? That's right. I'm afraid he can't even refine ordinary prominent celestial pills, let alone the overarching heaven pill. The mediocre and primitive celestial alchemists were even more convinced that it was impossible for Duan Lingtian to refine the overarching heaven pill. Since they were celestial alchemists, their words caused many people to look at Duan Lingtian with disdain. I really don't know what he's thinking. If he can't refine the overarching heaven pill, he should just say so. Is there a need to waste the time? If he's stalling for time, he's on the overarching heaven pill is. That's right. At that time, the overarching heaven celestial, overarching heaven, and overarching heaven celestial. I wonder what kind of relationship the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect has with him. Moreover, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect even gave him 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities as a reward. Alchemy Yun's Dun's hearing, overhearing, SSSS tises to speak. S's. Says overtions a words. To words. S. To heaven. S. What he had to do now was to refine the overarching heaven pills without exposing his true heating speed and win the bet with the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. At that time he would be able to obtain 2 double-trait Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities for the Tai Celestial Sect. At the same time, he would be able to comprehend the 2 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities first. Shan, the sect leader of the Tai Celestial Sect, and the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect, had agreed to this. Meanwhile, Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, and Xiao Teng, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect, looked at Shan calmly. Regardless of whether it was his expression or his gaze, they were both extremely calm. He did not look like he would lose the 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities of the Tai Celestial Sect. Due to Shan's calmness, Lian Qingyi and Xiao Ting looked at each other. Deep in their eyes there was deep worry. Sect Master Xiao, do you think there will be any unforeseen circumstances? Lian Qingyi asked through voice transmission. I don't think so. Both of us have probed the purple-clad young man called Duan Lingtian with our divine consciousness. He's indeed not even 100 years old. At his age, even if he's lucky enough to obtain a prominent celestial fire, it's impossible for him to master the celestial alchemy, let alone the overarching heaven pill, the top prominent celestial pill. Xiao Ting replied to Lian Qingyi through voice transmission. At the same time he tried to console himself. I hope so. I have a feeling that Shan and the 3 prominent celestial alchemists from the Tai Celestial Sect are so calm that it's incomprehensible. Lian Qingyi said. Upon hearing this, Xiao Ting glanced at Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing. Indeed, the 3 of them were calm as well. It was as though they were not worried about Duan Lingtian failing to refine the overarching heaven pills. The ominous feeling in Xiao Teng's heart grew even more intense at that moment. Let's wait for him to finish heating his cauldron first. The celestial alchemists in the 6 southeastern regions have said that the slowest prominent celestial alchemist who can refine the overarching heaven pill in the 6 southeastern regions doesn't take more than 7 hours to heat his cauldron. If he really takes more than 10 hours to heat his cauldron, it's impossible for him to refine the overarching heaven pill. Xiao Teng said. All right. When Lian Qingyi heard this, his agitated emotions gradually calmed down. Outside the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop, a group of people watched as Duan Lingtian heated his cauldron. As time passed, no one spoke. All of them were staring at Duan Lingtian and the cauldron in Duan Lingtian's hand. However, outside the crowd it was not calm at all. From time to time, a commotion would occur. This was because as time passed, the news of what had happened here spread like wildfire throughout the entire bustling city of Alchemy City. In just a blink of an eye, almost everyone knew what had happened outside the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop. In fact, after the news had spread throughout the bustling city as time passed, it even spread to the entire Alchemy City. About 7 to 8 hours later, everyone in Alchemy City learned about what had happened outside the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop. Apart from those who were in closed-door cultivation, most people who were awake had heard about what had happened. As one of the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions, the Thousand Spiders celestial sect from the wasteland had their own residence in Alchemy City. While news of what had happened outside the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop spread like wildfire, news of what had happened in the Thousand Spiders celestial sect's residence had also spread to the Thousand Spiders celestial sect's residence. That pretty boy isn't even 100 years old, but he dares to say he can refine the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill? In a spacious and quiet courtyard, the green-clothed girl's face first revealed an expression of shock and disbelief, then it turned into disdain. Liu Luo, how many times have I told you not to be so rude? Almost as soon as the green-clothed young lady's voice sounded, a beautiful purple-dressed young lady at the side promptly frowned and reprimanded her. Third senior sister, I forgot to call him by his real name, Duan Lingtian. The green-clad girl giggled when she heard the purple-clad girl's reprimand. Overarching heaven pill? He can refine the overarching heaven pill? When the green-clad young lady smiled at the purple-clad young lady, the purple-clad young lady narrowed her eyes and muttered to herself, "It's no wonder Master said the Tai Yi celestial sect managed to obtain a large amount of overarching heaven pills through some unknown means. As it turns out, he's the one who refined them. No wonder the 3 prominent celestial alchemists of the Tai Yi celestial sect are so submissive to him and are willing to acknowledge him as the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect." A look of realization appeared on her face when she reached the end of her sentence. Sister Shuqiu, are you saying that little Bai, Duan Lingtian can really refine the overarching heaven pill? Although the last woman's muttering was not loud, it was exceptionally clear in this quiet courtyard. It caused the green-clothed young lady to quiver. She immediately looked at her and asked, "What is it?" The green-clad girl was none other than Liu Luo, a disciple of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect. As for the purple-clad girl who had reprimanded her earlier, she was Murong Bing, her third senior sister. The girl who had spoken was Murong Bing's best friend, Zhou Shuqiu, a disciple of the Thousand Spiders celestial sect. When Liu Luo heard Zhou Shuqiu's words, she looked at her as though she had seen a ghost. When Lulua asked Zhou Shuqiu, Murong Bing's gaze also fell on Zhou Shuqiu. She had heard from Zhou Shuqiu that Duan Lingtian was the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect in the wasteland. However, she did not know Duan Lingtian's alchemy skills. Moreover, she did not know Duan Lingtian was capable of refining the overarching heaven pill. After all, there was only one prominent celestial alchemist in the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect who was capable of refining the overarching heaven pill. The prominent celestial alchemist's status in the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect was not inferior to her master's. I'm not 100% certain, but based on all the clues, I'm 80% certain. Zhou Shuqiu's expression was solemn when she heard Liu Luo's question. Previously, when Duan Lingtian became the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect, the 3 prominent celestial alchemists of the Tai Yi celestial sect were not dissatisfied. Instead, they were willing to serve Duan Lingtian as the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect. This matter had become one of the biggest mysteries in the wasteland that no one could solve. After hearing about the incident outside the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop, Zhou Shuqiu felt as though she had finally figured out the puzzle in the wasteland. If he's really able to refine the overarching heaven pill, it's not difficult to explain why the three prominent celestial alchemists of the Tai celestial sect are so willing to serve him. It's not difficult to explain why the three prominent celestial alchemists' loyalty to the Tai celestial sect increased after he became the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. Chapter 2849. The weak respect the strong not only in terms of the celestial Tao but also in terms of the Tao of alchemy. Moreover, since the Tao of alchemy allows people to exchange their experiences, celestial alchemists who are weaker in the Tao of alchemy would be more respectful to those who are stronger than them. The reason the three prominent celestial alchemists in the Tai celestial sect are more loyal to the sect after Duanling Tian became the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect is most likely because of Duanling Tian. After all, as long as Duanling Tian is in the Tai celestial sect, they would be able to discuss the Tao of alchemy with Duanling Tian and improve themselves. Moreover, Duanling Tian is a young man who's not even 100 years old. If he can refine the overarching heaven pill, his future in the Tao of alchemy will be limitless. He's such a monstrous genius in the Tao of alchemy. Any celestial alchemist who doesn't have any enmity with him would want to befriend him. It'll be difficult to befriend him after he grows stronger. Zhou Shuqiu was even more certain that Duanling Tian was capable of refining the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill. More than 80% confident? Liu Luo was shocked by Zhou Shuqiu's words. She did not expect Zhou Shuqiu to think so highly of Duanling Tian. Sister Shuqiu, are you sure you're wrong? Duanling Tian isn't even 100 years old. It's impossible for him to refine the overarching heaven pill, right? Liu Luo asked. There are all sorts of strange things in this world. Moreover, I've met Duanling Tian a few times and had a conversation with him twice. I'm certain he's not the kind of person who would randomly make a bet and shoot himself in the foot. Zhou Shuqiu's eyes flashed as she muttered to herself, I'm afraid the supporting Sun Celestial sect from the Shadow region and the Thousand Leaves Celestial sect from the Light region are in trouble. An offensive-defensive Duke-grade Celestial method and an offensive-defensive Duke-grade Divine ability are going to belong to Duanling Tian and the Tai Celestial sect. When she reached the end of her sentence, her eyes gleamed brightly as a purple figure appeared in her mind. It was none other than Duanling Tian. At the same time, Zhou Shuqiu subconsciously glanced at Murong Bing. A hint of envy flashed in the depths of her eyes. It was as if they were envious of Murong Bing. His accomplishments in the Tao of alchemy are actually so high? Murong Bing, who was standing at the side, couldn't help but feel a little dazed after hearing Zhou Shuqiu's words. She had heard from Zhou Shuqiu that Duanling Tian possessed a prominent celestial fire and was the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. However, based on Zhou Shuqiu's words, although Duanling Tian possessed a prominent celestial fire, she had never heard of him being able to refine prominent celestial pills. Therefore, it was unlikely that he was a prominent celestial alchemist. However, based on Zhou Shuqiu's words, it seemed like not only was Duanling Tian a prominent celestial alchemist, but he was also a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills. After all, a prominent celestial alchemist who could not refine overarching heaven pills and a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills were on completely different levels in the 6 southeastern regions. Even in the profound heaven celestial sect, let alone the compassionate celestial traveler sect, Duanling Tian was treated as a guest of honor. Even the sect leader of the profound heaven celestial sect had to treat Duanling Tian with respect. Most importantly, he's not even 100 years old. Murong Bing knew that once Duanling Tian matured, his future would be limitless. Even if he went to the central area of the southern heaven territory, he would still be able to make a name for himself. For the first time, Murong Bing felt a sense of admiration for Duanling Tian. As it turns out, he's so outstanding. For a woman to admire a man who was not even her senior, it was the beginning of her downfall. Although Murong Bing was a genius among the younger generation in the compassionate celestial traveler sect, she was still a woman. Most importantly, she was not only a woman, but she was also a woman who had a one-night stand with Duanling Tian. They were husband and wife. A woman who I, Duanling Tian, have slept with can only be Duanling Tian's woman. Murong Bing's beautiful face flushed red when she recalled Duanling Tian's domineering words. Third senior sister, Sister Shuqiu, let's go and join in the fun. I still don't believe Duanling Tian is capable of refining the overarching heaven pill. Liu Luo suggested as she looked at Murong Bing and Zhou Shuqiu. I'll listen to your third senior sister, Zhou Shuqiu said. Liu Luo looked at Murong Bing eagerly. Third senior sister, you didn't accompany me to the Tai E Celestial Sect's residence last time? This time, let's go to the Tai E Celestial Sect's shop to join in the fun. Upon hearing Liu Luo's words, Murong Bing fell silent for a moment before she shook her head. No. Before Liu Luo could reply, Murong Bing added, moreover, you might not be able to squeeze into the shop even if you go now. Naturally, Murong Bing knew no one would dare to stop them as long as they revealed their identities. However, it was not her style to do so. Even if she was willing to do so, she could not help but cower when she thought about Duan Lingtian. She did not know how to face him. Liu Luo, your third senior sister is right. Let's wait here for the news. Zhou Shuqiu looked at Liu Luo and comforted her. It'll take at most a day before the results are out. In the Profound Heaven Celestial Sect's residence, Bai Yu Xian, the young master of the Profound Heaven Celestial Sect, had also heard about the incident outside the Tai E Celestial Sect's shop. That purple-clad brat is the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai E Celestial Sect? Bai Yu Xian was slightly surprised when he heard about this. He had a deep impression of the purple-clad brat. He was even envious of the purple-clad brat. He wished he could replace the purple-clad brat as the perfect white-clad woman's lover. A brat who's not even 100 years old dares to claim he's capable of refining the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill? I'd like to see how the Tai E Celestial Sect is going to deal with this. Bai Yu Xian sneered as though he was waiting to watch a show. The old ancestor of the Tai E Celestial Sect. You'll die during the alchemy conference. Bai Yu Xian's eyes flashed coldly when he thought about the old man who led the group of people from the Tai E Celestial Sect. He had gone to great lengths to come up with a perfect plan to kill the old man. If everything went according to plan, the old ancestor of the Tai E Celestial Sect would die during the alchemy conference. As long as that old man dies, the rest of the people from the Tai E Celestial Sect are nothing to worry about. That perfect woman in white will also become my plaything. Bai Yu Xian's eyes burned with desire when he thought about the perfect white-clad woman. He wanted to kill the old ancestor of the Tai E Celestial Sect not only because the old man had disrespected him, but also because the old man was an obstacle to him obtaining the white-clad woman. As long as he could get rid of this obstacle, it would be a piece of cake for him to obtain the white-clad woman. Outside the Tai E Celestial Sect's shop. In just a blink of an eye, it had been 9 hours since Duan Lingtian took out his prominent celestial pill cauldron and began to heat it. It's been 9 hours and he still hasn't finished heating the cauldron. How can he refine the overarching heaven pill with this speed? What a fool. What a fool. Based on his cauldron heating speed, even if his prominent celestial fire is of good quality, his celestial alchemy skill is not worth mentioning. With such a heating speed, I'm afraid he might not even be able to refine an ordinary prominent celestial pill. It seems like he'll need more than 10 hours to heat the cauldron. How dare he claim he can refine the overarching heaven pill with this level of skill? How dare he bet his Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability with the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect? He's seeking death. 9 hours later, the onlookers outside the Tai E Celestial Sect's shop whispered among themselves. It was as though they were certain Duan Lingtian would not be able to refine the overarching heaven pill. He still hasn't finished heating the prominent celestial pill cauldron after 9 hours? How dare he act so smug in front of me? Guan Qifei sneered as he looked at Duan Lingtian, who was focused on heating the cauldron. A newborn calf isn't afraid of a tiger. Let's see how you're going to explain this to the Tai E Celestial Sect. Cheng De Gang, the direct disciple standing behind Tan Zhengyi, looked at Duan Lingtian mockingly. Meanwhile, Lian Qingyi and Xiao Teng, the sect leaders of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect, finally felt relieved. However, when they looked at the old ancestor of the Tai E Celestial Sect again, they discovered the old ancestor of the Tai E Celestial Sect remained calm. It was as though he was not worried at all by Duan Lingtian's slow heating speed. The other 3 prominent celestial alchemists from the Tai E Celestial Sect were also calm. However, at this moment, they no longer thought the 4 prominent celestial alchemists were confident in Duan Lingtian. Instead, they thought the 4 prominent celestial alchemists were still stubborn even though they knew Duan Lingtian could not refine the overarching heaven pills. Let's see how long you can last. Lian Qingyi scoffed inwardly. Time continued to pass by. 2 hours passed in just a blink of an eye. At this moment, Duan Lingtian finally made his next move. He's done heating the cauldron? 11 hours. It took him a total of 11 hours to heat the cauldron. Based on his heating speed, even if his prominent celestial fire is of a low grade, he's only a mediocre celestial alchemist. It's already difficult for him to refine prominent celestial pills, let alone the overarching heaven pills. Now that he's done heating the cauldron, he'll only be able to buy 2 or 3 days at most. Chapter 2850. For Duan Ling Tian, delaying the time to heat the cauldron to 11 hours was an extremely intense torment. It was to the extent that this process could cause one to break down. It was similar to how a person on Earth who owned a top sports car could only drive at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour for 11 hours on an unobstructed track. For 11 hours, on a smooth and unobstructed track, the top-notch sports car only managed to run 110 kilometers. Any normal person would go crazy. After 11 hours, Duan Ling Tian, who had successfully heated the cauldron, felt as though he had been given a new lease on life. Let's go all out. Duan Ling Tian thought to himself after he finished heating the cauldron and heaved a sigh of relief. A gleam flashed across his eyes. It was precisely because of this that Duan Ling Tian did not use his full strength in the subsequent steps of the pill refinement. He held back most of his strength. What a clumsy alchemy technique. He wants to refine the overarching heaven pill with this level of skill? Is he joking? As the saying went, the layman only enjoys the show while the expert appreciates the skill. When the group of mediocre celestial alchemists brought by Guan Qifei saw Duan Ling Tian's skill, they shook their heads in disbelief. Many mediocre celestial alchemists thought Duan Ling Tian was inferior to Duan Ling Tian. In fact, they thought Duan Ling Tian's alchemy skill was inferior to theirs. How can he be the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect with this level of skill? A mediocre celestial alchemist standing behind Guan Qifei said disdainfully. Do you really think he's the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect? His alchemy skill is far inferior to the 3 prominent celestial alchemists of the Tai celestial sect. Even if the Tai celestial sect wants to select a chief celestial alchemist, he won't be able to do it. That's right. The chief celestial alchemist is just a gimmick created by the Tai celestial sect. Their goal is to mislead us into thinking that the Tai celestial sect has someone who can refine the overarching heaven pill. I'd like to see how the Tai celestial sect is going to deal with this. The group of celestial alchemists behind Guan Qifei were whispering among themselves. Their voices were loud and clear even though the surroundings were quiet. Immediately, everyone knew that Duan Ling Tian's pill refining speed was not only pathetically slow in heating the cauldron, but also in the following steps. He's only at the level of a mediocre celestial alchemist. His pill refining skills are so lousy, but he managed to obtain a prominent celestial fire. Isn't his luck a little too good? There was no lack of celestial alchemists among the onlookers. When they looked at Duan Ling Tian again, their eyes were filled with envy. It was not difficult for these celestial alchemists to figure out what Duan Ling Tian was capable of. Duan Ling Tian's alchemy skills were only at the level of a mediocre celestial alchemist, let alone a prominent celestial alchemist. On the other hand, the people from the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect felt relieved when they saw Duan Ling Tian's alchemy skills. 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities. Sect Leader Xiao, it seems like our trip to Alchemy City is going well. Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, said with a smile as he looked at Xiao Teng, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Indeed, it's going well. Xiao Teng nodded with a smile. Let's just take it as a good start. When the alchemy conference begins, perhaps the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect will be able to win some other prizes. During the alchemy conference, the competition between celestial alchemists was mostly based on bets. Small bets included ordinary pill formulas, small amounts of celestial crystals, low-grade cultivation methods, celestial methods and divine abilities. Large bets included large amounts of celestial crystals, high-grade cultivation methods, celestial methods, divine abilities and rare pill formulas. In fact, some sects would even bet their king-grade celestial weapons. Those sects who were bold enough to bet their king-grade celestial weapons were usually powerful and had a strong foundation. The Tai Celestial Sect, on the other hand, only dared to use their king-grade celestial weapons as a wager. They did not dare to use their king-grade celestial weapons as a wager. After all, even if they won, the Tai Celestial Sect might not be able to keep their king-grade celestial weapons. Although the Tai Celestial Sect might have some older generation powerhouses hiding in the 6 southeastern regions to protect the Tai Celestial Sect, they would only do so when the Tai Celestial Sect was in danger. However, these older generation powerhouses would only appear when the Tai Celestial Sect was on the brink of destruction. They would not interfere when the Tai Celestial Sect was robbed of their king-grade celestial weapons. For this reason, although the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect had brought out a king-grade celestial weapon, he only dared to bet offensive and defensive celestial methods, divine abilities and other items. He did not dare to bet king-grade celestial weapons. Even if the Tai celestial sect won the bet and obtained the other king-grade celestial weapon temporarily, they would not be able to keep it. A good start. Lian Qingyi smiled brightly when he heard Xiao Ting's words. It was as though the three Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities of the Tai celestial sect were already in the supporting Sun celestial sect's possession. Still trying to act tough? Lian Qingyi looked at He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, Situ Ming and the others. When he saw their calm expressions, a disdainful sneer appeared on his face. You're just a lucky brat. How dare you act so arrogantly in front of me, Guan Qifei? Guan Qifei sneered as he looked at Duan Lingtian. Although Tan Jingyi remained silent, a confident smile could be seen on his face. Time continued to pass. In just a blink of an eye, a day had passed. At this moment, Duan Lingtian had reached the final step of refining the overarching heaven pill. Pill collection. Based on his actions, it seems like he'll be collecting the pills in half an hour. Meanwhile, the group of celestial alchemists outside the Tai celestial sect's shop could see that Duan Lingtian was nearing the end of his pill refining. His cauldron must be filled with useless medicinal dregs. I'd like to see how he's going to collect the pills. Guan Qifei's eyes were filled with disdain as the sneer on his face deepened. Smack. Without any warning, Duan Lingtian stretched out his hand and slapped the cauldron, causing it to shake violently. He's about to collect the pills. I thought he'd delay for a while. I didn't expect him to collect the pills so quickly. Perhaps he knows there's no point in wasting time. After all, there's no pills in his cauldron. It doesn't matter if he collects the pills now or later. The eyes of the celestial alchemists present on the scene lit up when they saw Duan Lingtian's actions. Usually, even if a prominent celestial alchemist was refining pills, many of the powerhouses present on the scene would be able to use their divine consciousness to probe the situation inside the cauldron. However, after Duan Lingtian began to heat his cauldron, even the sect leaders of the supporting Sun celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves celestial sect were unable to probe the situation inside the cauldron with their divine consciousness. Although they were surprised by this, they were not too surprised. After all, some prominent celestial fires were capable of preventing divine consciousness from probing the cauldron. They could even block the divine consciousness of a celestial king, let alone a celestial duke. It did not mean these prominent celestial fires were extremely powerful. Perhaps, these celestial fires just happened to have the property of preventing divine consciousness from probing the cauldron. Celestial fires were born from heaven and earth. Even the most powerful celestial would not be able to resist them. Some celestial fires had the property of preventing divine consciousness from probing the cauldron. For this reason, the sect leaders of the supporting Sun celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves celestial sect, and even those who were unable to probe the cauldron with their divine consciousness, had no choice but to wait patiently for Duan Lingtian to complete the last step of refining pills. After all, they were unable to probe the process with their divine consciousness. Just when everyone thought there were no medicinal pills in Duan Lingtian's cauldron, under everyone's watchful eyes, 3 streaks of black light shot out of the pill cauldron as though they had transformed into 3 bolts of black lightning. In just a blink of an eye, they entered Duan Lingtian's hand. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. In the next moment, the sound of wind whistling rang in everyone's ears. They saw the sound traveling at the speed of light. They heard the sound traveling at the speed of sound. The speed of light was faster than the speed of sound. For this reason, everyone only saw the 3 pills shooting out of the cauldron before they heard the sound of the pills leaving the cauldron. In the next moment, the entire place fell silent. After a few moments, 3 overarching heaven pills? How's this possible? He's joking, right? Outside the Tai celestial sect's shop, everyone regained their senses. They turned to look at Duan Lingtian and the 3 pills in Duan Lingtian's hand. Their expressions changed again as though they had seen a ghost. Did he really manage to refine the pills? Are those really overarching heaven pills? The top prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill? How's this possible? How can he refine the overarching heaven pills? Don't tell me the medicinal herbs he used earlier are for refining other pills? The pills in his hand are mediocre celestial pills? Impossible. The medicinal herbs he used earlier are required to refine the overarching heaven pills. Moreover, based on the aura of the pills in his hand, I'm certain they're prominent celestial pills. I've probed with my divine consciousness. There are indeed 3 overarching heaven pills. Some of the celestial alchemists voiced their doubts after they regained their senses. However, these doubts were quickly denied by the celestial alchemists present on the scene. Moreover, some of the celestial alchemists present on the scene with their divine consciousness had confirmed the pills in Duan Lingtian's hand were prominent celestial pills, the overarching heaven pills. No. Impossible. Impossible. Guan Qifei's face was pale. He was so shocked that he took a few steps back. However, his eyes and face were still filled with disbelief. Chapter 2851. Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, and Tan Jingyi, the vice-sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect, had extended their divine consciousness as soon as the 3 pills left the cauldron and shot toward Duan Lingtian. Before Duan Lingtian caught the 3 pills, he had already investigated the pills and confirmed they were none other than the prominent celestial pills, the overarching heaven pills. Although the success rate of refining 3 overarching heaven pills was not high, it was still very high. However, even if it was just 1 overarching heaven pill, it was enough to prove the purple-clad young man was capable of refining overarching heaven pills. Even if he had only refined 1 overarching heaven pill, the supporting Sun Celestial Sect and the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect would still lose the bet. Overarching heaven pills. He actually managed to refine the overarching heaven pills? While Guan Qifei and Tan Jingye's expressions changed drastically, the expressions of the 2 sect leaders behind them, Lian Qingyi and Xiao Teng, were as ugly as they could be. Just a moment ago, they had thought victory was within their grasp. However, at this moment they felt as though they had fallen from heaven to hell. The difference was too great for them to accept. He really managed to refine the overarching heaven pills? His alchemy skills are so lousy, but he managed to refine the overarching heaven pills? Is this a joke? I thought his prominent celestial fire was only able to block my divine consciousness because it's blessed by heaven and earth. However, it seems like it's because his prominent celestial fire is of such a high grade that it's able to repel my divine consciousness when I'm a celestial duke. His prominent celestial fire is of such a high grade? Impossible. If his prominent celestial fire is of such a high grade, why would it take him 11 hours to heat up the cauldron? Moreover, based on his expression, it's obvious he was exhausted when he finished heating the cauldron. The people outside the Tai Yi Celestial Sect's shop were shocked and in disbelief when they saw Duan Lingtian had successfully refined the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pills. Many celestial alchemists were puzzled by how Duan Lingtian managed to refine the overarching heaven pill with such mediocre skills. This completely defied common sense. At this moment, no one thought that Duan Lingtian was holding back. First of all, Duan Lingtian was not very old. He was not even 100 years old. It was already very rare for him to have the level of alchemy that he just displayed. Secondly, they didn't think that Duan Lingtian needed to hide his strength. What a pity for those overarching heaven pills. When everyone's eyes fell on Duan Lingtian again, Duan Lingtian couldn't help but sigh in his heart. Even though he had intentionally concealed his strength and did not perform at his usual level, he still managed to concoct 7 overarching heaven pills. However, he only took 3 of them. The remaining 4 were still in the cauldron. Because he did not collect them in time, they were all burned by the 3rd form Chaos Divine Flame. Naturally, if he did not collect them in time, even an ordinary celestial fire would burn them to ashes. I can only hope that the 4 overarching heaven pills will be of some use during the alchemy conference. At the very least, although they know that I, Duan Lingtian, can refine overarching heaven pills, they also know that my success rate is not high. Duan Lingtian thought to himself. He did not take out all 7 overarching heaven pills because he wanted to conceal his strength and not reveal his alchemy skills. Today he had only successfully refined 3 overarching heaven pills. This news would soon spread throughout Alchemy City. At that time, everyone in Alchemy City would know about it. With this, he might even be able to compete with other prominent celestial alchemists who were also capable of refining overarching heaven pills during the alchemy conference. During the alchemy conference, the celestial alchemists would bet on the heat of the cauldron, the success rate of refining the same type of celestial pill, and many other kinds of bets. It was a feast for the eyes. These were all things that Situ Ming had told Duan Lingtian. Sect Master Lien, Sect Master Xiao, thank you for your immortal arts and divine abilities. After a few moments, Duan Lingtian regained his senses. He looked at Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial Sect, and Xiao Teng, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves Celestial Sect. Hearing Duan Lingtian's words, Lian Qingyi and Xiao Teng were so angry that they wanted to kill Duan Lingtian, but they held themselves back. Put aside the fact that so many people were watching them, they could not afford to lose face. Moreover, they were wary of Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Although they were 8 trigram celestial dukes like Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect, they were not ordinary celestial dukes. However, Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect, was an 8 trigram celestial duke from the older generation. He was much stronger than them. Even if they joined forces, they were not 100% confident they could defeat Hishan. Master Duan, you've hidden your strength well. It seems like Senior Hishan wasn't lying from the beginning. With your alchemy skills, you're definitely worthy of being the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Xiao Ting said as he took a deep look at Duan Lingtian after he caught his breath before Lian Qingyi. At the same time, he raised his hand and threw a memory celestial talisman at Duan Lingtian. The memory celestial talisman flew toward Duan Lingtian and stopped in front of him. It was obvious the memory celestial talisman contained the Thousand Leaves celestial sect's triple trait duke grade divine ability. After Duan Lingtian caught the memory celestial talisman, Xiao Ting turned around and glanced at Tan Zhengyi indifferently. Vice sect leader Tan, let's go back. Although Xiao Ting was trying his best to suppress the anger in his heart, there was a hint of coldness in his tone when he greeted Tan Zhengyi. Yes, sect leader. Upon hearing Xiao Teng's words, Tan Zhengyi knew the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves celestial sect who rarely got angry was angry. He hurriedly followed after Xiao Teng. As soon as Tan Zhengyi moved, his male and female disciples immediately followed closely behind. The male disciple, Qing De Gang, looked at Duan Lingtian before he left. The disdain in his eyes had disappeared and were replaced by dread. A prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills, even if his strength in the celestial Tao was not as good as Duan Lingtian, would still be willing to kill Duan Lingtian to earn his favor. He's really not even 100 years old? Qing De Gang was still confused. He could not figure it out. How could a brat who was not even 100 years old be a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills? When the 4 people from the Thousand Leaves celestial sect left, the crowd parted to make way for them. Even the whispers died down. It was only after the 4 people from the Thousand Leaves celestial sect had left that they dared to continue whispering. The Thousand Leaves celestial sect went for wool and came home shorn. Not only did they fail to obtain the Tai Yi celestial sect's triple trait duke grade celestial methods and divine abilities, but they even lost one of their own divine abilities. Although the Thousand Leaves celestial sect only lost one of their triple trait duke grade divine abilities, that triple trait duke grade divine ability is a triple trait duke grade divine ability. In terms of value, it's not inferior to the Tai Yi celestial sect's triple trait duke grade celestial methods and divine abilities. And the supporting Sun celestial sect. I'm afraid Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, wants to kill Guan Qifei as well, right? It's not Master Guan's fault, right? After all, none of us expected a celestial alchemist who's not even 100 years old from the Tai Yi celestial sect would be able to refine a top prominent celestial pill like the overarching heaven pill. Everyone's eyes shifted to Lian Qingyi and Guan Qifei, the prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun celestial sect, respectively. Hearing these whispers, Guan Qifei cautiously raised his head and glanced at Lian Qingyi. He happened to meet Lian Qingyi's slightly cold gaze. Sect leader, I'm sorry. I didn't know he's capable of refining the prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill, when he's not even 100 years old. Guan Qifei apologized to Lian Qingyi through voice transmission. Naturally, he thought to himself, I'm not the only one who wants to bet. If you don't want to bet, there's nothing I can do about it. Guan Qifei was slightly displeased when he saw Lian Qingyi's cold gaze. It seems like there's no need for me to stay in the supporting Sun celestial sect after the alchemy conference. It was also because Lian Qingyi didn't know Guan Qifei's current thoughts. Otherwise, he would definitely have the thought of immediately killing Guan Qifei. Master Guan, there's no need for you to apologize. You're not the only one who's to blame for this. I'm the one who's to blame as well, Lian Qingyi hurriedly said through voice transmission when he realized it was inappropriate for him to look at Guan Qifei coldly. However, Guan Qifei chose to ignore Lian Qingyi's words. Master Duan, you're really good at hiding things. Lian Qingyi took out a memory celestial talisman that contained the supporting Sun celestial sect's offensive and defensive duke grade celestial method and passed it to Duan Lingtian. At the same time, he said to Duan Lingtian through voice transmission, Master Duan, you can consider joining the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect after the Alchemy Conference. The Supporting Sun Celestial Sect is stronger than the Tai Celestial Sect. We even have a 9 Palaces Celestial Duke. If you join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect, we're willing to make you our Chief Celestial Alchemist. In fact, the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect won't reject your request as long as it's within our means. Lian Qingyi said through voice transmission. He was clearly trying to convince Duan Lingtian to join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect. Sect Leader Lian. Duan Lingtian did not reply to Lian Qingyi through voice transmission. Instead, he said, "You're saying that if I join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect, you won't reject my request as long as it's within the means of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect?" Master Duan Yu. Lian Qingyi did not expect Duan Lingtian would reveal his intention to poach the Tai Celestial Sect so quickly. His face paled slightly. After all, this was not something to be proud of. Chapter 2852. That's right. Faced with Yishan's cold gaze, Lian Qingyi's expression darkened. He braced himself and said to Duan Lingtian, "As long as you're willing to join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect and become a Celestial Alchemist, the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect is willing to fulfill any of your requests." Since Duan Lingtian had already revealed the truth, Lian Qingyi no longer concealed it since there was no need for him to do so. Since he was destined to offend the old ancestor of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect, he might as well go all the way. Moreover, a celestial alchemist like Duan Lingtian was a rare resource to begin with. Since he was only a revered elder of the Tai Celestial Sect, the Tai Celestial Sect could not restrict his freedom. Therefore, no one would say anything even if he tried to poach Duan Lingtian. At most, they would say that he valued talent. Lian Qingyi. The old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect glared at Lian Qingyi and said in a deep voice, "How dare you try to poach Duan Lingtian in front of me? Senior Yishan." Upon hearing this, Lian Qingyi turned to look at the old ancestor of the Tai Celestial Sect and solemnly said, "As the saying goes, a fine bird chooses a fine tree to nest in. If Master Duan really wants to stay in the Tai Celestial Sect, he won't join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect no matter what benefits I offer. If he joins the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect, it can only be said that the Tai Celestial Sect has given him too little." When Lian Qingyi reached the end of his sentence, he shifted his gaze back to Duan Lingtian and asked with a smile, "Master Duan, what did you say earlier? Do you have a request?" "I don't like Master Guan of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect." Upon hearing Lian Qingyi's words, Duan Lingtian shifted his gaze to Guan Qifei, who was standing at the side. Guan Qifei's eyes were cold as though he wanted nothing more than to kill Duan Lingtian. Previously, Guan Qifei did not think much of Duan Lingtian before Duan Lingtian displayed his alchemy skills. However, after witnessing Duan Lingtian's talent in alchemy, he could only imagine how bright Duan Lingtian's future would be. For this reason, he could not wait to kill Duan Lingtian since he was worried Duan Lingtian would seek revenge on him in the future. As a petty person, he was certain Duan Lingtian would not let him off the hook. However, he did not know that Duan Lingtian had no intention of Duan Lingtian. In Duan Lingtian's eyes, Guan Qifei's, Duan Lingtian's. Duan Lingtian only took him seriously when he saw the killing intent in his eyes. "Why don't you to say use rights to kill him, Tian? Tian is Tian to Qingyi's, heir to you to kill Duan Qin. Kill as soon as Duan Lingtian finished speaking, Guan Qifei's expression changed drastically. He did not expect Duan Lingtian would make such a request when Lian Qingyi was trying to recruit Duan Lingtian into the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect. Guan Qifei had been in the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect for many years. Based on his understanding of Lian Qingyi, he knew Lian Qingyi would agree to it if Duan Lingtian was willing to join the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect. For this reason, Guan Qifei looked at Duan Lingtian cautiously as soon as he heard Lian Qingyi's words. At the same time, he prepared to detonate the prominent celestial fire in his body. Impossible. However, Lian Qingyi replied to Duan Lingtian, "Master Guan is a revered elder of the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect. The Supporting Sun Celestial Sect will only protect him and not harm him. For this reason, the Supporting Sun Celestial Sect is unable to fulfill your request. Master Duan, please change your request." Lian Qingyi said, "Forget it then. I won't force you." Duan Lingtian smiled faintly. Guan Qifei also glanced at Lian Qingyi in surprise. He did not expect Lian Qingyi to defend him. Lian Qingyi's actions had completely overturned his previous understanding of Lian Qingyi. Guan Qifei was touched by Lian Qingyi's words. He even felt ashamed of himself for thinking about leaving the supporting Sun Celestial sect. At the same time, Guan Qifei gradually let down his guard. Unknowingly, his connection with the prominent celestial fire in his body had been severed. Sect leader Duan Lingtian is very cunning. From the very beginning he's trying to trick us into thinking he's incapable of refining the overarching heaven pill. Guan Qifei looked at Lian Qingyi and said, "You can't believe his words." Upon hearing Guan Qifei's words, the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect, including Duan Lingtian, were speechless. Even the onlookers were speechless. From the beginning until the end, Duan Lingtian did not seem to have done anything on purpose, right? They thought it was impossible for Duan Lingtian to refine the overarching heaven pill because they were certain Duan Lingtian was not even 100 years old. They did not think it was possible for Duan Lingtian to refine the overarching heaven pill. "I know." Lian Qingyi nodded. Then he looked at Guan Qifei and said with a faint smile, "Master Guan, the supporting Sun Celestial sect won't abandon you for a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine the overarching heaven pill." "Thank you, sect leader." Guan Qifei quickly bowed and thanked Lian Qingyi. Just as Guan Qifei bowed, a cold glint flashed across Lian Qingyi's eyes. Swoosh, swoosh. As a cold glint flashed across Lian Qingyi's eyes, two gray streams of light shot out from his eyes. In the blink of an eye, they gathered together and transformed into a gray goshawk phantom. Boom. Before Guan Qifei could stand up, the gray eagle-like phantom slammed into his body again, but it did not cause him any external injuries. In fact, some of the celestial dukes who could see the gray eagle's trajectory clearly saw it vanish as soon as it collided with Guan Qifei. Naturally, it did not vanish. Instead, it merged with Guan Qifei's body. "It's a soul attack." He Shan's eyes widened slightly. Lian Qingyi is really going to kill Guan Qifei just because of Master Duan's words. As soon as He Shan's voice fell, Guan Qifei, who had yet to stand up, fell to the ground with lifeless eyes. His body was as stiff as a statue. Bang. The sound of Guan Qifei's corpse falling to the ground was particularly loud and clear in the quiet surroundings of the Tai Yi celestial sect's shop. Everyone's heart skipped a beat. The sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect is really ruthless. Some of the celestial dukes who knew it was Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, who had killed Guan Qifei, were shocked. The onlookers who did not know what had happened were confused at first. However, after a few celestial dukes explained the situation to them, they began to understand what had happened. Immediately, the group of people looked at Lian Qingyi with eyes filled with either fear or terror. Guan Qifei offended the Tai Yi celestial sect for no reason and caused the supporting Sun celestial sect to lose our most precious duke-grade celestial method. Although he's only an revered elder of the supporting Sun celestial sect, according to the sect's rules, he still deserves to die for imparting our duke-grade celestial method to outsiders. At the same time, Lian Qingyi's voice began to spread in the area. "What's the matter with you?" As the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, Lian Qingyi was, naturally, not a fool. If he killed Guan Qifei because of Duan Lingtian's words, his reputation would be tarnished. Everyone would say that he, the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, had killed a revered elder of the sect. At that time, no one would dare to become an revered elder of the supporting Sun celestial sect. For this reason he came up with a perfect excuse to avoid being infamous. He said he had killed Guan Qifei because of the supporting Sun celestial sect's rules and not because of Duan Lingtian's request. "Master Duan, now that I've killed Guan Qifei, I hope you'll keep your promise and join the supporting Sun celestial sect." Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, sent a voice transmission to Duan Lingtian when he looked at Duan Lingtian. One thing on the surface but another behind his back. He was referring to Lian Qingyi. "Sect leader Lian, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't kill Guan Qifei because of me, right? It's because of him that the supporting Sun celestial sect lost a duke-grade celestial method, right?" Duan Lingtian replied through voice transmission after he heard Lian Qingyi's words. "Master Duan, I hope you won't play dumb at this time. If it weren't for your words, do you really think I would kill Master Guan and make the supporting Sun celestial sect lose a prominent celestial alchemist for nothing?" Lian Qingyi's eyes flashed with killing intent as he looked at Duan Lingtian through voice transmission. "I don't know about that." Duan Lingtian replied indifferently through voice transmission. "Sect leader Lian, if you really want me to join the supporting Sun celestial sect, I'm willing to join the supporting Sun celestial sect as long as you admit in public that you killed Master Guan for my sake." "Master Duan, based on your words, you're trying to gain something without risking anything?" Upon hearing Duan Ling Tian's voice transmission, Lian Qingyi's tone was cold as though he was about to devour someone. Gain something without risking anything? Duan Ling Tian continued to say through voice transmission. Why do you say that? Sect leader Lian, if you're too embarrassed to say it, I can say it for you. Duan Lingdan, if you dare to spout nonsense, the supporting Sun Celestial sect won't let you off so easily. At this moment, Lian Qingyi realized Duan Ling Tian was deliberately making things difficult for him. Senior Hishan, congratulations on obtaining such an outstanding prominent celestial alchemist like Master Duan. Farewell. Lian Qingyi took a deep breath before he bade farewell to the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Then he turned around and left. From the beginning until the end, he did not speak to Duan Ling Tian again. However, no one noticed the killing intent in Lian Qingyi's eyes when he glanced at Duan Ling Tian from the corner of his eyes. Duan Ling Tian, you and I are absolutely irreconcilable. Chapter 2853. Duan Ling Tian did not think much of Lian Qingyi's threat. This was not the first time he was threatened. If he was afraid of someone, he would not have survived until today. However, Lian Qingyi's actions today had taught him a lesson. That was, unless one's value was above that of others, one's life could be sacrificed at any time in the face of benefits. Although Duan Ling Tian knew Guan Qifei's eyes were filled with killing intent earlier, he knew Guan Qifei would be a threat to him. Duan Ling Tian had only asked Lian Qingyi to kill Guan Qifei to make things difficult for Lian Qingyi since he did not think Lian Qingyi would do such a thing. If Lian Qingyi killed Guan Qifei because of his words, not only would Lian Qingyi's reputation be tarnished, but the supporting Sun Celestial sect's reputation would be tarnished as well. The supporting Sun Celestial sect was willing to sacrifice their revered elders for profit. It was only natural that they would do the same in the future. If Lian Qingyi killed Guan Qifei because of Duan Ling Tian's request, it would be difficult for the supporting Sun Celestial sect to recruit other revered elders. However, what he did not expect was that Lian Qingyi really made a move to kill Guan Qifei. Moreover, before killing Guan Qifei, Lian Qingyi had purposely laid the groundwork. It was not difficult for Duan Ling Tian to guess Lian Qingyi's motive. He was worried that Guan Qifei would detonate the prominent celestial fire in his body. That was why he had comforted Guan Qifei so that Guan Qifei would lower his guard before he killed Guan Qifei with a soul attack. After all, the power of a prominent celestial alchemist's prominent celestial fire was extremely powerful. Even someone as strong as Lian Qingyi would not be able to survive the explosion of a prominent celestial fire. With Lian Qingyi's ruthlessness, even if I joined the supporting Sun Celestial sect today, he might betray me in the future. Duan Ling Tian knew this very well. Moreover, from the beginning until the end, Duan Ling Tian had no intention of leaving the Tai Yi Celestial sect and joining the supporting Sun Celestial sect since Duan Ling Tian was not a fickle person. Since he had joined the Tai Yi Celestial sect, as long as the Tai Yi Celestial sect did not betray him, he would not easily leave the Tai Yi Celestial sect and join another sect in the 6 southeastern regions. He left. The sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial sect is really bold. He actually followed the rules of the supporting Sun Celestial sect and executed a prominent celestial alchemist like Guan Qifei. He's a prominent celestial alchemist. Why do I feel that things aren't that simple? Perhaps he had killed Master Guan because of Master Duan from the Tai Yi Celestial sect? But that's not very likely. If he really killed Pill Master Guan because of Pill Master Duan, he wouldn't have left alone, let alone congratulate Hishan. Now that you mention it, he is indeed bold. After all, the words that Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial sect, sent to Duan Ling Tian after killing Guan Qifei were not heard by the onlookers. For this reason, most of the onlookers felt that Lian Qingyi was bold enough to execute a prominent celestial alchemist according to the rules of the Tai Yi Celestial sect. Not only would Lian Qingyi and the supporting Sun Celestial sect's reputation be tarnished, but they would also think that Lian Qingyi and the supporting Sun Celestial sect were impartial. Even though Guan Qifei was a prominent celestial alchemist of the supporting Sun Celestial sect, Lian Qingyi still chose to punish him. This was not something that any sect in the 6 southeastern regions could do. In the history of the 6 southeastern regions, the supporting Sun Celestial sect was definitely the first sect to have such courage. Although many of the people present felt that Guan Qifei did not deserve to die, their words were like a few waves in the ocean, unable to cause any big waves. Master Duan, Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun Celestial sect, must have sent you a voice transmission to ask you to join the supporting Sun Celestial sect after killing Guan Qifei, right? As one of the older powerhouses in the Tai Yi Celestial sect, How could the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect not see through Lian Qingyi's motive for killing Guan Qifei? In fact, when Lian Qingyi killed Guan Qifei, he was worried that Duan Lingtian would join the supporting Sun celestial sect. However, when Lian Qingyi left in exasperation, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect discovered that Guan Qifei's plan had failed. Lian Qingyi did not get what he wanted. Old ancestor, you figured it out? Duan Lingtian replied through voice transmission with a faint smile on his face. Indeed, he sent me a voice transmission asking me to join the supporting Sun celestial sect. He even said he killed Guan Qifei as per my request. However, I asked him to publicly admit that I killed Guan Qifei because of my request. If he was willing to admit it, I joined the supporting Sun celestial sect. However, he refused. Therefore we parted ways. Duan Lingtian replied through voice transmission. How could he possibly admit to it? Although you're a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills, you're not as important as the reputation of the supporting Sun celestial sect in Lian Qingyi's eyes. The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was clearly in a good mood. Then he continued to say, however, Master Duan, Lian Qingyi will definitely blame you for what happened today. Both of you are now at odds with each other. Before he left, he sent me a voice transmission and told me that we're irreconcilable enemies. Duan Lingtian replied through voice transmission. Irreconcilable enemies? The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect snorted. It's just the death of a prominent celestial alchemist. Why did he make it sound as though his parents died? Although he's the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect, he still has to go through me and the Tai celestial sect if he wants to harm you. Clearly, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was trying to appease Duan Lingtian. Master Duan, from today onward, please don't leave my side until we return to the Tai celestial sect. Don't leave my side, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect added. All right. Duan Lingtian nodded. Meanwhile, after the people from the Thousand Leaves celestial sect returned to their residence, they did not separate. Instead, they gathered in the courtyard where Xiao Teng, the sect leader of the Thousand Leaves celestial sect, was staying. Sect leader, I'm to blame for what happened today. Please punish me. Tan Jingyi took the initiative to apologize to Xiao Teng. Vice sect leader Tan, you're not to blame for what happened today. However, Xiao Teng shook his head when he heard Tan Jingye's apology. You agreeing to his bet doesn't affect the overall situation. If it wasn't for my carelessness, our Thousand Leaves celestial sect wouldn't have lost that Duke-grade divine ability. Who would have thought that Duan Lingtian, a young man who's not even 100 years old, is already a prominent celestial alchemist? Moreover, he's even able to refine prominent celestial pills like the overarching heaven pill. Xiao Ting sighed emotionally as he narrowed his eyes. That's right. Who would have thought that he's already a prominent celestial alchemist who's capable of refining overarching heaven pills when he's not even 100 years old? Seeing that his sect master had no intention of blaming him, Tan Jingyi heaved a sigh of relief. At the same time, he repeatedly agreed with Xiao Teng, the sect master of the Thousand Leaves Immortal sect. What happened today has taught us that we can't underestimate anyone. There's always someone better than us. Xiao Teng said. Sect leader. Suddenly, Tan Jingye's eyes flashed as though he had thought of something. Why don't we poach Duan Lingtian to our Thousand Leaves celestial sect? Our Thousand Leaves celestial sect is much stronger than the Tai celestial sect. Moreover, the benefits we can give him are much greater than what the Tai celestial sect can give him. Tan Jingye's eyes lit up when he reached the end of his sentence. It was as though he had discovered a new world. As soon as Tan Jingye's words left his mouth, Qing De Gang's expression changed again. Previously he had offended Duan Lingtian. It was still fine if Duan Lingtian stayed in the Tai celestial sect. However, if Duan Lingtian joined the Thousand Leaves celestial sect, it was inevitable that Duan Lingtian would seek revenge on him. At that time, if Duan Lingtian really wanted to seek revenge on him, not only would his master not protect him, but his master might even personally hand him over to Duan Lingtian. Qing De Gang knew his master's character very well. For the sake of the sect, he was willing to do anything. He was even willing to sacrifice himself, let alone a direct disciple like him. Vice sect leader Tan, do you think Master Duan joined the Tai celestial sect because of the benefits the Tai celestial sect offered him? Contrary to Tan Jingye's excitement, Xiao Ting remained calm when he heard Tan Jingye's words. Do you think Master Duan would join the Tai celestial sect for benefits? As a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills as long as he's willing, even the strongest sect in the 6 southeastern regions, the Profound Heaven Celestial Sect, would treat him as a guest of honor. Xiaoting said. Therefore it's almost impossible for him to join the Tai celestial sect. Xiaoting was much more rational compared to Tan Jingyi and Lian Qingyi, the sect leader of the supporting Sun celestial sect. Tan Jingyi fell silent when he heard Xiaoting's words. Xiaoting's words made sense. Qing Dagong, who was following behind Tan Jingyi, couldn't help but heave a sigh of relief. In the Thousand Spiders celestial sect's residence. After the incident outside the Tai celestial sect's shop came to an end, the crowd dispersed. News of the incident spread like wildfire in Alchemy City and reached the ears of the people from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect. He really managed to refine overarching heaven pills. Sister Shuqiu. You're right. Liu Luo, a disciple of the compassionate celestial traveler sect, who had been waiting in the Thousand Spiders celestial sect's residence, could not help but stare at Zhou Shuqiu in disbelief. As expected. Although Zhou Shuqiu felt that her guess shouldn't be wrong, she couldn't help but feel a little shocked when the truth proved her guess. Chapter 2854. Murong Bing, who was standing at the side, remained silent, but her eyes shone brightly. However, after a while, she suddenly thought of something and sighed inwardly. Her originally sparkling autumn eyes dimmed in an instant. Hey, have you heard? A prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills from the Tai celestial sect will be attending the alchemy conference. Tai celestial sect? The Tai celestial sect from the wasteland? A prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills has a high status in the 6 southeastern regions and even the borderlands of the southern heaven territory. Why would such a prominent celestial alchemist willingly join the Tai celestial sect? I don't know. However, this isn't the most shocking thing. The prominent celestial alchemist isn't even 100 years old. Not even 100 years old? Are you kidding me? He's not even 100 years old. It's already amazing that he's a prominent celestial alchemist. It's impossible for him to refine overarching heaven pills. But that's the truth. Many people witnessed him refining the overarching heaven pills. Similar discussions were spreading in Alchemy City in the Barren Land. Duanling Tian's name had also spread in Alchemy City at an extremely fast speed. It had entered the ears of more than 90% of the people in Alchemy City. Currently, the only people in Alchemy City who were unaware of Duanling Tian were those who were in closed-door cultivation. Duanling Tian was the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. He was also a prominent celestial alchemist who was not even 100 years old. Moreover, this celestial alchemist who was not even 100 years old was able to refine the top prominent celestial pill, the overarching heaven pill. His talent in alchemy was shocking. In the profound heaven celestial sect's residence. What? That brat from the Tai celestial sect who's not even 100 years old managed to refine the overarching heaven pill? Impossible. He's not even 100 years old. Even if he's lucky enough to obtain a prominent celestial fire, it's impossible for him to refine a prominent celestial pill like the overarching heaven pill. Fake news? This must be fake news. Bai Yu Xian, the young master of the profound heaven celestial sect, was waiting to see the Tai celestial sect make a fool of themselves. He did not expect the purple-clad young man from the Tai celestial sect would succeed in refining the overarching heaven pill. When he heard the news, the first thought that came to his mind was disbelief. What a joke. He had seen the purple-clad young man before and could confirm that the purple-clad young man was indeed less than 100 years old. It was impossible for him to concoct the overarching heaven pill before he was even 100 years old. However, even if he didn't believe it, after Bai Yu Xian had someone confirm this matter multiple times, he had no choice but to believe it no matter how unwilling he was. The Tai celestial sect is so lucky? You actually found a celestial alchemist who is not even 100 years old. Bai Yu Xian's expression turned even more unsightly after he confirmed the news was true. No wonder that brat is so arrogant. As it turns out, he's a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills before he's even 100 years old. Bai Yu Xian knew very well. If the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect was willing to join the profound heaven celestial sect, even Bai Yu Xian's father would treat him with respect. At that time, even Bai Yu Xian would not dare to offend him. I don't care who you are. Even if you're a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills before you're even 100 years old, and no matter how talented you are in alchemy, Bai Yu Xian, will definitely take the woman by your side. Bai Yu Xian's eyes suddenly emitted a cold light that was as sharp as a blade. In the compassionate celestial traveler sect's residence. Duanling Tian? This name sounds familiar. The sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect had also heard the news. She instantly found the name Duan Lingtian familiar. Could it be that I've heard of the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Celestial sect before? The sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect thought to herself. At this moment, the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect did not recall the name. Although she had heard of the name Duan Lingtian, it was not because he was an outstanding celestial alchemist. Instead, it was because the owner of this name was someone she had once sent people to kill. Moreover, the people she had sent to hunt him down had told her about the name after they returned to the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect. Duan Lingtian was the man she hated to the core for ruining her niece, Murong Bing's chastity. Apart from the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect, no one else in the sect knew that Murong Bing was the niece of the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect. Although the members of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect knew the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect doted on Murong Bing, they thought it was because of her outstanding talent in the Celestial Tao. They did not expect the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect to dote on Murong Bing even if her talent in the Celestial Tao was ordinary. After all, Murong Bing was her niece. Meanwhile, the residences of the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions were in an uproar as well. None of them expected this. Before the alchemy conference began, a celestial alchemist had already become famous due to his outstanding talent in alchemy. It was not hard to imagine how the name of this young prominent celestial alchemist would shake the borderlands in the future. Even the forces in the central area of the Southern Heaven territory would extend an olive branch to him if they heard about such an outstanding alchemist in the borderlands. Perhaps, a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine the overarching heaven pill was not very attractive to most forces in the central area. However, once this prominent celestial alchemist who could refine the overarching heaven pill gained the title of younger than 100 years old, he would be highly sought after by the major forces in the central area. Moreover, he was able to refine the overarching heaven pill before he was even 100 years old. If such a celestial alchemist could obtain a higher grade celestial fire in the future, his future would be limitless. With Duan Lingtian's rise to fame in Alchemy City, the business of the Tai Celestial Sect's shop began to flourish. The number of customers entering and leaving the Tai Celestial Sect's shop was so high that it almost broke the threshold. For this reason, Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing were extremely busy. However, since Duan Lingtian was no longer in the Tai Celestial Sect's shop, there were still many customers entering and exiting the Tai Celestial Sect's shop. However, the number of customers entering and exiting the Tai Celestial Sect's shop was not even half of what it was when Duan Lingtian was around. It seems that more than half of the guests from a few days ago came for Alchemist Duan. At this time, Situ Ming also realized this point. Master Duan is a prominent celestial alchemist who's able to refine the overarching heaven pill even though he's younger than 100 years old. It's only natural that they're curious. Yang Chong said, "Why don't we invite Master Duan to visit our shop more often? That way our sales will double." Situ Ming suggested. Alas, his suggestion was rejected by Yang Chong and Yu Zhongjing. "Master Situ, don't tell me you want to rely on this to make a fortune? I'm already busy enough. If things continue like before, won't we die from exhaustion?" No. Compared to Yang Chong, Yu Zhongjing's reply was simple and direct. He directly rejected Situ Ming's suggestion. Meanwhile, in the residence of the Tai Celestial Sect's members, including Duan Lingtian, a few days later. "I thought I would be able to enjoy a few days of peace after returning. I didn't expect it to be even more troublesome than the shop." Duan Lingtian, who had just sent away a few celestial alchemists, said to Hishan with a wry smile on his face. "Old ancestor, I can't take it anymore. I won't leave my room before the alchemy conference begins. Just tell them I'm in closed-door cultivation. Even if they say I'm arrogant and frivolous, I can't be bothered with them." Duan Lingtian said to Hishan after taking a deep breath. As soon as Duan Lingtian finished speaking, he left the main hall with Huan and returned to his residence without waiting for Hishan's reply. Over the past few days, more than a dozen celestial alchemists had come to visit him. They were either from powerful sects in the 6 southeastern regions or were prominent celestial alchemists who could refine overarching heaven pills. The reason these people came was to get acquainted with Duan Lingtian, a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills before the age of 100 was worthy of respect from any celestial alchemist. At the same time, many celestial alchemists hoped to befriend Duan Lingtian before Duan Lingtian grew to become a celestial alchemist. In the beginning, Duan Lingtian did not want to meet these celestial alchemists. However, Hishan had asked him to entertain them on behalf of the Tai celestial sect. A few days later, Duan Lingtian, who was not very fond of socializing and was not very good at it, finally lost his patience. He left Hishan a few words before he left. Only Hishan remained in the main hall with a wry smile on his face. If Duan Lingtian was only an elder of the Tai celestial sect, Hishan would have scolded Duan Lingtian. However, Duan Lingtian was only a revered elder of the Tai celestial sect. Moreover, he was a revered elder of the Tai celestial sect. Even Hishan had to coax Duan Lingtian. For this reason, there was nothing Hishan could do about Duan Lingtian's refusal. From today onward, until the start of the alchemy conference, the Tai celestial sect's residence will be closed to all guests. Please forgive us. Very soon, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect made a declaration to the entire alchemy city. Many people who wanted to meet Duan Lingtian and some celestial alchemists who wanted to befriend Duan Lingtian could only stay outside the Tai celestial sect's residence. Time passed by quietly. Days passed one by one. Chapter 2855. The alchemy conference was jointly organized by the top forces in the 6 southeastern regions. It was held once every 30 years and each region would take turns hosting it. This time it was held in the Barren Land. There were alchemy cities in the 6 southeastern regions. They were built by the top sects in each region for the alchemy conference. Although the downtown area of Alchemy City was considered the center of the city, strictly speaking, it was only considered the periphery of the city center. The center of Alchemy City was a fenced-off area that was not open to the public. It was only open to the public during the alchemy conference. The alchemy conference would be held there. The Alchemy Plaza? Duan Lingtian only learned the name of the alchemy conference from Hishan and the others after they left for the alchemy conference. The alchemy square was shrouded in fog. Previously, Duan Lingtian had asked the old ancestor where the alchemy square was when he was strolling around the alchemy square. That's where the alchemy conference is held. It's only open to the public after the alchemy conference begins. It's usually shrouded by an illusory formation set up by the 3 major celestial sects of the Barren Land. This was what the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect had told Duan Lingtian. Since Duan Lingtian did not ask further, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect did not tell him that the Alchemy Plaza was where the alchemy conference was held. The Alchemy Plaza was a vast plaza with a stone platform in the center. Some chairs were placed on the platform that faced the 4 corners of the plaza. Old ancestor. I don't think those chairs are enough for the high-ranking officials from the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions, right? Duan Lingtian asked Hishan as he looked at the chairs on the stone platform in the center of the Alchemy Plaza. There were only 8 chairs on the stone platform. They faced the Alchemy Plaza in 4 different directions. Every 2 chairs faced one direction. There were 22 top sects in the 6 southeastern regions. Even if there was only one high-ranking official from each top sect, there would not be enough seats. Master Duan, those chairs aren't for us. Hishan smiled faintly and said, those chairs are for the people from the Alliance of Celestial Masters. The Alliance of Celestial Masters? Upon hearing Hishan's words, Duan Lingtian was stunned. He was familiar with the Alliance of Celestial Masters. It was an alliance of celestial alchemists and celestial weapons craftsmen in the Devata realms. Moreover, every time a celestial alchemist or celestial weapon craftsman reached a new level, they would be able to obtain a set of celestial master robes from the Alliance of Celestial Masters. On the other hand, the members of the Alliance of Celestial Masters were either celestial alchemists or celestial blacksmiths. Moreover, they were willing to work for the Alliance of Celestial Masters without any remuneration. Most of the people in charge of the Alliance of Celestial Masters were rogue cultivators. After all, there was no lack of high-grade celestial alchemists and celestial blacksmiths in the Alliance of Celestial Masters. After all, even sectless cultivators did not dare to provoke the members of the Alliance of Celestial Masters. On the other hand, high-grade celestial alchemists and celestial blacksmiths had their own connections. If one were to offend the Alliance of Celestial Masters, one would offend these high-grade celestial alchemists and celestial blacksmiths. Yes. Hishan nodded. The Alliance of Celestial Masters is invited to host the alchemy conference in the 6 southeastern regions. Most of the people from the Alliance of Celestial Masters are top-grade celestial alchemists and sectless cultivators. Hishan continued to speak. Sectless cultivators? Duan Lingtian was taken aback. Most of the top-grade celestial alchemists in the Alliance of Celestial Masters are sectless cultivators. They have many powerful sectless cultivators by their side. Every time they travel to the alchemy conference in the 6 southeastern regions, sectless cultivators would accompany them. Hishan continued to say, generally the sectless cultivators who attend the alchemy conference with the top-grade celestial alchemists are rare. The strongest ones are 10 directions celestial dukes while the weakest ones are 9 palaces celestial dukes. The old ancestor's expression turned grave as he spoke. 10 directions celestial dukes? 9 palaces celestial dukes? Duan Lingtian was shocked. He did not expect there to be such powerful sectless cultivators in the borderlands of the Southern Heaven territory. He had thought only the top forces in the 6 southeastern regions had 9 palaces celestial dukes and 10 directions celestial dukes. However, Hishan's words gave him a new understanding of the borderlands of the Southern Heaven territory. As it turned out, apart from the top sects in the borderlands, there were many hidden talents among the sectless cultivators as well. Duan Lingtian was about to ask Hishan how many top-grade celestial alchemists the Alliance of Celestial Masters would send to the alchemy conference. At this moment, a disdainful voice rang in Duan Lingtian's ears. You want to exchange your broken box for a Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability? You must be out of your mind. Duan Lingtian glanced over and saw the person who spoke was a middle-aged man with a valiant appearance. He was talking to an old man. The old man was short and had an ancient box in his hand. In response to the middle-aged man's provocation, he said indifferently, "My grandmaster obtained this box in a little world left behind by a celestial lord. It's not an ordinary box." The disdainful expression on the middle-aged man's face deepened when he heard the old man's words. "My divine consciousness can easily penetrate the box in your hand and see that it's empty. Do you think I'm stupid? If I open the box and there's nothing inside, will you give me 10,000 primitive celestial crystals?" As he spoke, the middle-aged man smiled coldly. "If you can open the box, I'll give it to you for free." When the old man heard the middle-aged man's words, he calmly said, "My grandmaster was an 8 trigram celestial duke before he left the 6 southeastern regions for the central area of the Southern Heaven territory. However, even he couldn't open this box. I wouldn't want this broken box even if you gave it to me for free. However, since you're willing to let me open it, I'll open it for you." After the middle-aged man took the ancient box from the old man's hand, he tried to open it. However, after a long time the box remained tightly shut. There were no signs of it loosening at all. "How's this possible?" The middle-aged man's face flushed red with indignation. However, there was nothing he could do. After all, he could not open the box at all. "It's indeed an empty box. My divine consciousness can easily penetrate the box as well. I'm certain it's empty. However, why is it so difficult to open a box that can easily penetrate the box with our divine consciousness? Based on the fluctuation of celestial origin energy when he opened the box earlier, I can tell he's at least a celestial duke. This box is really strange. There's nothing inside, but even a celestial duke can't open it." The argument between the middle-aged man and the old man attracted the attention of Duan Lingtian and the others who had just entered the alchemy square. They extended their divine senses and enveloped the box in the middle-aged man's hand. They could clearly see that the box was empty. It's indeed an empty box. The old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect's voice rang in Duan Lingtian's ears. Clearly, the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect had probed the box with his divine consciousness out of curiosity. Upon hearing the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect's words, Duan Lingtian extended his divine consciousness toward the box as well. He thought that he would encounter some obstacles, but he didn't expect that he would be unimpeded all the way. He easily found the details of the box. It's indeed empty. Duan Lingtian's divine consciousness told him this. "Let me try." The old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect stepped forward and walked toward the middle-aged man. It's Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect. Many people recognized the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect as soon as he stepped forward. He's the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect? I saw him outside the Tai-E celestial sect's shop more than 20 days ago. He's indeed the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect. Since the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect is here, Master Duan must be here as well, right? There he is. That's Master Duan. He's Master Duan? As expected, he's not even 100 years old. A monster. What a monster. After the old ancestor of the Tai-E celestial sect was recognized, it did not take long before someone noticed Duan Lingtian. A commotion broke out in the crowd. However, the most eye-catching thing was the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect who had taken the ancient box. Everyone's attention shifted from Duan Lingtian to the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect. To be more precise, they were looking at the ancient box in the old ancestor's hand. Can I try it? The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect looked at the owner of the box and asked with narrowed eyes, "You said that even an 8-trigram celestial duke can't open it." "Yes, Senior Hishan." After learning about the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect hurriedly said, "Senior Hishan, I know you're an 8-trigram celestial duke. It's my honor that you're willing to open the box in front of everyone." "All right." With the old ancestor's approval, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect gathered his strength and tried to open the ancient box. At the same time, the crowd stared at the box in the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect. It was no secret that the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was an 8-trigram celestial duke. Everyone was curious about the box. Would the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, who was an 8-trigram celestial duke, be able to open the ancient box? "Boy, there's something good in this box. You must obtain it. When the profound divine metal wakes up, we'll help you open it. Otherwise, only a celestial lord or stronger would be able to open it." As the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect tried to open the ancient box, an old voice rang from Duan Lingtian's body. It's the Chaos Divine Flame's voice. Chapter 2856. Senior, the feedback my divine sense is giving me is that there is nothing in this box. The Chaos Divine Flame's voice rang in Duan Lingtian's mind again, shocking him greatly. "Humph. That's because there are several small formations set up inside the box. Unless one is a celestial emperor or above, they won't be able to see through these formations." The Chaos Divine Flame's voice continued, "The feedback you're talking about is nothing more than the illusion created by those few small formations. Once you obtain the item in the box, it'll be equivalent to having 3 life-saving talismans. You must obtain this box." The Chaos Divine Flame continued to say, "You must obtain it." At the same time, the Chaos Divine Flame's voice turned slightly sluggish as it said, "I'll continue to sleep. I'll wake up in a month's time and wake up the profound divine metal. At that time, the profound divine metal should have enough energy to wake up as well. At that time, I'll join forces with it to help you open the box. Of course, that's only if you can obtain the box." The Chaos Divine Flame's voice finally disappeared. No matter how hard Duan Lingtian tried to call out to it, there was no response. Earlier, the Chaos Divine Flame said that only celestial lords and above can open the box? Only experts at the Immortal Emperor realm and above can see through a few of the formations inside? Everyone, including the old ancestor, used their divine consciousness to probe the box, but they didn't find anything because of the formations? Although Duan Lingtian found the Chaos Divine Flame's words ridiculous, he still chose to believe it. No matter what, the primal Chaos Divine Flame still existed in his body. It was one of his greatest assets. He could refine pills because of the Chaos Divine Flame. Moreover, the Chaos Divine Flame seemed to be in its 3rd form. Its 3rd form was equivalent to a prominent celestial fire, but it was much stronger than a prominent celestial fire. For this reason, Duan Lingtian was more willing to believe the Chaos Divine Flame's words compared to his own divine consciousness. "I can't open it. I really can't open it. It seems like this box isn't simple. Even Hishan, an 8-trigram celestial duke, can't open it." Duan Lingtian had just returned to his senses when he heard a burst of whispers. It was a group of onlookers talking in low voices. Upon hearing their words, Duan Lingtian looked at Hishan, old ancestor. Hishan's face was slightly flushed, and the celestial origin energy in his hand surged as he tried to open the ancient box. However, no matter how much the celestial origin energy in Hishan's hand surged out, the box did not budge at all. Clearly, the 8 trigrams immortal monarch was not strong enough to open the box. In fact, based on Hishan's effort, even a 9 palaces celestial duke or a 10 directions celestial duke might not be able to open the box. "I can't open this box." In the end, old ancestor also realized that he did not have the ability to open the box in his hand, so he admitted it. At the same time, Hishan looked at the owner of the box, the old man, and said, "Indeed, this box isn't simple. If we can control its opening and closing, we can use it to store precious items. In that case, it can be considered a treasure as well. However, the problem now is that we can use our divine consciousness to probe the box. There's nothing in it and the box can't be opened. Therefore, this box isn't very valuable." Hishan old ancestor looked at the old man and said, Senior Hishan, it doesn't matter if you believe me or not. This box was obtained from a little world left behind by a celestial lord. My master wouldn't lie to me and it's impossible for him to lie to me. The old man said solemnly to Tai old ancestor. I didn't say you were lying. Hishan shook his head and returned the box to the old man. I just want to say that this box isn't very valuable. At the very least, those below the celestial king realm shouldn't be able to open it. If you can't open it and there's nothing in it, it'll be difficult for you to exchange it for a duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Hishan said. Humph? Did you hear that? Senior Hishan said it's impossible for anyone to exchange a duke-grade celestial method or divine ability for a broken box like this. The middle-aged man said. Hishan's words were like hitting a snake with a stick. Upon hearing this, the old man fell silent again. In fact, at this moment he could not help but waver. Indeed, it was impossible for his master to lie to him. In that case, was it possible that his grandmaster had lied to his master? After all, he had never met his grandmaster and did not know what kind of person his grandmaster was. He could only learn about his grandmaster from his master. Moreover, his master was only a nominal disciple of his grandmaster. He had only stayed by his grandmaster's side for half a month. His master did not know much about his grandmaster's background. This simple and unadorned box was the only thing his grandmaster had left behind for his master when he left. With his divine consciousness, he could see that there was nothing in the box. His master did not think there was anything in the box as well. His master had only thought of the box as a souvenir for his grandmaster. He did not think about the value of the box at all. Now that his master had been killed, he planned to use the box to exchange for a duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Only then would he be able to personally avenge his master. Did my grandmaster really obtain this box from the little world left behind by a celestial lord? At this moment the old man was filled with doubts. It was also possible that his grandmaster had casually lied to his master in order to show off the preciousness of this box. This old man actually wants to exchange such a useless thing for a duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Isn't he trying to get something for nothing? Public morals are degenerating with each passing day. Does he think we're 3-year-old children who can be easily fooled? Only a fool would exchange a duke-grade celestial method or a duke-grade divine ability for this box. I agree. As soon as the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect finished speaking, the onlookers also discovered that there was nothing in the box with their divine consciousness. For this reason they all thought the old man was a liar. The old man's face flushed red with embarrassment when he heard the whispers. Let's disperse. He's just a liar. There's no need to waste our time on him. Yes, let's disperse. Just as the onlookers were about to leave, a voice rang in the air. What kind of duke-grade celestial method or divine ability do you intend to exchange the box for? Duan Lingtian stepped forward and asked the old man who was about to leave. Upon hearing Duan Lingtian's words, the onlookers who were about to leave stopped in their tracks. Their eyes were filled with disbelief as they looked at Duan Lingtian, the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. Is he planning to exchange a duke-grade celestial method or divine ability for the old man's box? He's not that stupid, right? I don't think he's that stupid. I think he's just trying to see how greedy the old man is. That's right. Perhaps, the old man will say he wants to exchange the box for a triple-trait duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. When Duan Lingtian called out to the old man, the onlookers who were about to leave decided to stay and watch the show instead. Is the woman standing next to the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect the Peerless Beauty? That's right. That's her. It said that the young master of the Profound Heaven celestial sect had a conflict with the Tai celestial sect because of her. She's really a femme fatale. However, this woman is indeed worthy of being called a peerless beauty. At this moment, the onlookers were no longer in a hurry to look away from Duan Lingtian. Therefore they noticed Huaner who was holding Duan Lingtian's hand. For a moment, all of them who had seen Huaner's true appearance were in awe of her. Master Duan. Based on the whispers of the onlookers, the old man knew Duan Lingtian was not simple even though he was not even 100 years old. He was the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. He was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills. I only plan to exchange this box for a single duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Apart from assist-type duke-grade celestial methods, I'm fine with anything else. The old man looked at Duan Lingtian and replied. Like the onlookers, he did not think Duan Ling Tian was interested in the box and wanted to exchange it for a Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. However, since Duan Ling Tian's identity was not simple, he did not dare to ignore him. Old ancestor. Under the shocked gazes of the onlookers, Duan Ling Tian looked at Hishan and asked, I really want this box. I wonder if I can exchange the Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability of the Tai celestial sect for this box. I really want this box. The moment Duan Ling Tian's words left his mouth, it shocked the group of people present on the scene. Even the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was stunned for a moment before he regained his senses. He looked at Duan Ling Tian and said, Master Duan, as I said earlier, this box. Old ancestor, I really want this box. Hishan was about to repeat what he had said to the old man when Duan Ling Tian interrupted him. Duan Ling Tian looked at him solemnly, waiting for his reply. This was the first time the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect had seen Duan Ling Tian so serious. After a few breaths, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect finally nodded. Chapter 2857. Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, felt the old man's ancient box was not worth exchanging a single Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability for. However, seeing how serious Duan Ling Tian was about it, he could not refuse Duan Ling Tian. Put aside the fact that Duan Ling Tian had obtained an offensive-defensive Duke-grade celestial method and an offensive-defensive Duke-grade divine ability for the Tai celestial sect, he would be able to obtain many benefits for the Tai celestial sect during the alchemy conference. If Duan Ling Tian wanted to share the Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability of the Tai celestial sect, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect would not object even if he shared it with everyone present. Thank you, old ancestor. Although Duan Ling Tian knew the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect would not refuse him, he could not help but smile when he received the old ancestor's permission. He could use the Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability he won from the supporting Sun celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves celestial sect to exchange for the ancient box. However, before he completely mastered the celestial method and divine ability, they could only be considered as the sole copy of the celestial method and divine ability since he could not inscribe them in the memory celestial talisman. On the other hand, the Tai celestial sect could take out the 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities at any time. It would not affect the Tai celestial sect at all. Meanwhile, the crowd of onlookers finally recovered from their shock. When Duan Ling Tian asked for the Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability from the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, they were shocked. For a moment they even thought Duan Ling Tian had lost his mind. Even the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect said the box was not worth a single Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. However, Duan Ling Tian insisted on exchanging it for the Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability. How could he not be crazy? Does Master Duan know what he's doing? Even if the old man only wants to exchange the box for a Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability, is the box really worth it? Even the old ancestor Yuan Shan said that it's not worth it. Yet Master Duan is still so obstinate. How foolish. I really don't know what he wants to do. Could it be that he believed the old man's words and thought that this box was really obtained from the small world left behind by a celestial emperor? After the crowd regained their senses, they looked at Duan Ling Tian again as if they were looking at a fool, an idiot. Master Duan, Situ Ming Yang Chong and Yu Zhongjing originally wanted to persuade Duan Ling Tian, but when they saw the serious expression on Duan Ling Tian's face, they immediately shut their mouths. They had known Duan Ling Tian for a long time, but this was their first time seeing Duan Ling Tian so serious. When they saw the seriousness in Duan Ling Tian's eyes, they knew they would not be able to persuade Duan Ling Tian, so they did not say anything else. Huan Er, on the other hand, remained silent as she stood next to Duan Ling Tian. In Huan Er's opinion, no matter what her brother Ling Tian did, he was always right. Even if he was criticized by everyone, she would still believe in him. Taking a step back, Duan Ling Tian said, even if her brother Ling Tian wanted to share her Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities with others, she would not hesitate to give away all her Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities as long as her brother Ling Tian needed them. As long as her brother Ling Tian was happy with it, she would be happy. Master Duan? Why, you're not joking, right? At this moment, even the owner of the quaint box, the old man, looked at Duan Ling Tian skeptically. He was afraid Duan Ling Tian was joking with him. I'm not joking. Duan Ling Tian looked at the old man and said, the Tai celestial sect has a movement Duke-grade celestial method, an assist-type Duke-grade divine ability, and an offensive-type Duke-grade divine ability. Pick one. Duan Ling Tian allowed the old man to choose one of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect's Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Master Duan, why you're serious? Even at this moment the old man still felt it was unrealistic. After all, He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect, had just criticized his box. Now, the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect wanted to trade a Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability with him. He was afraid Duan Ling Tian was only joking with him. I don't have time to joke with you. Duan Ling Tian frowned when faced with the old man's repeated questioning. He said impatiently, "Are you going to trade or not? Forget it if you don't want to trade. In any case, I'm just curious about your box since even a 10 Directions Celestial Duke wouldn't be able to open it. It's not necessary for me to obtain it." Duan Ling Tian grew increasingly impatient as he spoke. The old man's heart skipped a beat when he heard Duan Ling Tian's words. Trade. Of course. Upon hearing Duan Ling Tian's words, the old man realized Duan Ling Tian was not joking. He was afraid Duan Ling Tian would go back on his words. Master Duan, I want the assist-type Duke-grade divine ability from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. After the old man finished speaking, he looked at Duan Ling Tian anxiously. He was afraid Duan Ling Tian would go back on his words. If that happened, he might not be able to exchange the box for a Duke-grade celestial method or divine ability. Old ancestor. Duan Ling Tian looked at He Shan and asked, I don't have a memory celestial talisman for the assist-type Duke-grade divine ability. Do you have one? Before he came to Alchemy City in the Barren Land to participate in the Alchemy Conference, he had obtained a memory celestial talisman for a Duke-grade celestial method and a Duke-grade divine ability from the sect leader of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. After all, he had the Heaven-grade elementary devouring tactic, so he was not in a hurry to comprehend the assist-type Duke-grade divine ability. The strength of an assist-type Duke-grade divine ability was, at most, on par with the elementary devouring tactic. It would take a long time to comprehend an assistive monarch divine ability to the extreme. By then, he might be able to obtain an assistive monarch divine ability or even a higher grade assistive divine ability. For this reason, he had only given the sect leader of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect the memory celestial talisman for the movement and offensive divine ability. Yes. He Shan nodded. At the same time, he took out a memory celestial talisman and passed it to Duan Ling Tian. Duan Ling Tian took the memory celestial talisman and passed it to the old man without even looking at it. Check it yourself. If there's no problem, pass me the box. I trust Senior He Shan and Master Duan. When Duan Ling Tian passed the memory celestial talisman to him, the old man passed the box in his hand to Duan Ling Tian. At the same time, he took the memory celestial talisman as though it was a precious treasure. After a while, the old man began to check the memory celestial talisman. That's right. Thank you, Master Duan. Thank you, Senior He Shan. After a few breaths, the old man confirmed the memory celestial talisman contained an assist-type Duke-grade divine ability. He thanked Duan Ling Tian and the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. After thanking them, the old man left. However, as soon as he left, a few people followed him. It was obvious these people were coveting the memory celestial talisman that the old man had just obtained. After all, it contained a Duke-grade divine ability. Duan Ling Tian frowned slightly when he saw this. However, his frown quickly disappeared. Since he dares to exchange for a Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability in front of so many people, he must be confident he'll be able to keep them. Even if he can't keep it, he can only blame himself for being unlucky. After experiencing 2 lifetimes, Duan Ling Tian had been through a lot in this lifetime. He was already numb to killing people and seizing their treasures. Even if he stepped forward to stop those people, he would only be able to stop them for a short while. Master Duan, let's go. The sect leader of the Martial Dragon Celestial Sect saw me earlier and greeted me through voice transmission. Let's go over there, the old ancestor of the Tai Yi Celestial Sect said as he looked at Duan Ling Tian. From the beginning until the end, he did not even look at the quaint box in Duan Ling Tian's hand. After all, he had already inspected the box. In his opinion, Duan Ling Tian was only interested in the box out of curiosity. Willful. This was his opinion of Duan Ling Tian's behavior. Duan Ling Tian had used a Duke-grade divine ability to exchange for a worthless box. If this was not willful, then what was? Naturally, he knew Duan Ling Tian had the ability to act willfully. Although he did not agree with Duan Ling Tian's decision to exchange a Duke-grade divine ability for the box, he would not reject Duan Ling Tian's decision even if he had to exchange 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities from the Tai Yi Celestial Sect. In his opinion, Duan Lingtian's value was not something 3 Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities could compare to. It was not worth upsetting Duan Lingtian over such a trivial matter. All right. Duan Lingtian nodded when he heard He Shan's words. Then he brought Huaner Situ Ming, and Situ Ming with him as they followed after the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. After Duan Lingtian and the others left, the onlookers dispersed as well. However, although the group of people dispersed one after another, their mouths did not stop for a moment, and they were still there chattering endlessly. I really don't understand why the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect didn't stop Duan Lingtian and let him do as he pleases. That's right. The old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect said the box is worthless, but he still allowed Duan Lingtian to do as he pleases. I really don't understand. What's there to be confused about? Don't forget that Master Duan is a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine the overarching heaven pill. It's not a big deal for the Tai Yi celestial sect to give up a Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability just to curry favor with such a celestial alchemist. Half a month ago, Master Duan won a dual-trait Duke-grade celestial method and a dual-trait Duke-grade divine ability from the supporting Sun celestial sect and the Thousand Leaves celestial sect. If the Tai Yi celestial sect doesn't want to curry favor with him, do they still want the Duke-grade celestial method and divine ability? Chapter 2858. With Duan Lingtian's hearing, it was only natural that he heard the voice of the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. However, he did not mind it at all. He believed the Chaos Divine Flame would not lie to him, and there was no need for it to lie to him. Once you obtain the item in the box, it's equivalent to having 3 life-saving talismans. You must obtain this box. These were the Chaos Divine Flame's exact words. Based on Duan Lingtian's speculation, the Chaos Divine Flame must have been aware of the situation around him and knew he was surrounded by celestial dukes. Under such circumstances, the Chaos Divine Flame still said that obtaining the item in the box was equivalent to having 3 life-saving talismans. This meant that the item in the box might give him 3 chances to not be afraid of celestial dukes. At the very least, he should not be afraid of most celestial dukes. Moreover, according to the primal Chaos Divine Flame, only celestial lords and above can see through the secrets of the box. If that's the case, the item in the box might even pose a threat to celestial kings. With this thought in mind, Duan Lingtian looked at the quaint box in his hand again. His eyes lit up as he looked forward to the item in the box. Duan Lingtian stared at the quaint box for a while longer before he put it away. Senior He Shan. At this moment, a familiar voice rang in Duan Lingtian's ears. It brought him back to his senses. When he regained his senses, he saw the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect had gathered with another group of people. The leader of the group of people was a tall and burly middle-aged man with a face full of stubble. He looked unkempt, but his robe was clean as though there was not even a speck of dust on it. However, this unkempt man had gastritis between his eyebrows as he stood there. It was obvious that he had been in a high position for a long time. It was not something that could be cultivated overnight. He was the one who greeted the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the Martial Dragon celestial sect. With just a glance, Duan Lingtian recognized the person standing in front of him. It was none other than the sect leader of the Martial Dragon celestial sect whom he had met before entering the little world left behind by the celestial king. This was his 3rd time meeting Chai Kongyu. The first time was before he entered the little world. The second time was after he left the little world. This was the 3rd time. Sect leader Chai, long time no see. The old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect smiled faintly when he heard Chai Kongyu's greeting. I thought that old man Ting Yun Shan, the sect leader of the Martial Dragon celestial alchemy, is the sect of the alchemy conference, of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Ting of the old ancestor of the Tai Yi sect. He was the father of Ting Qing, an elder of the Martial Dragon celestial sect, who had a conflict with Duan Lingtian and was killed by Tai He, the current supreme elder of the Tai Yi celestial sect. Due to the incident with Ting Qing, Ting Yun Shan had decided to show himself. Ting Yun Shan had even visited the Tai Yi celestial sect. Duan Lingtian had also met him and could sense his hostility. However, Duan Lingtian did not know why Ting Yun Shan was hostile to him. The old ancestor has recently comprehended something and is in closed-door cultivation. Therefore, I'm the one who's leading the Tai Yi celestial sect. I thought sect leader Bai Ping would be the one leading the Tai Yi celestial sect, Chai Kongyu replied with a smile. When the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect nodded, he shifted his gaze to Duan Lingtian. Master Duan, we meet again. Chai Kongyu greeted Duan Lingtian with a smile. Based on his tone, it was obvious they were very close. Those who did not know better would think he was close to Duan Lingtian. Sect leader Chai. Duan Lingtian nodded slightly at Chai Kongyu as a form of greeting. Previously, I was wondering why Master Situ and the others are willing to acknowledge you as the chief celestial alchemist of the Tai celestial sect. Now I finally understand. Chai Kongyu exclaimed, as it turns out, Master Duan, you're a prominent celestial alchemist who can refine overarching heaven pills. Moreover, you're not even 100 years old. Chai Kongyu said with an envious expression on his face, I'm really envious of the Tai celestial sect for having a celestial alchemist like you. You flatter me, sect leader Chai. Duan Lingtian replied humbly. Master Duan, there's no need to be so humble. Even the two revered alchemists from the Martial Dragon Celestial sect want to get to know you. As Chai Kongyu spoke, he introduced the two revered alchemists to Duan Lingtian. These two men were prominent celestial alchemists of the Martial Dragon Celestial sect. They did not dare to put on airs in front of Duan Lingtian. This was because Duan Lingtian was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine the overarching heaven pill even though he was not even 100 years old. While Duan Lingtian was busy dealing with the two revered alchemists from the Martial Dragon Celestial sect. Senior Hishan, sect leader Chai. A woman's voice that Duan Lingtian seemed to have heard somewhere before resonated in the air. For a moment, it attracted Duan Lingtian's attention, causing him to immediately turn around. With just a glance, Duan Lingtian saw a group of people walking toward him. The person in the lead was a green-clad woman. Jianqiu Luo, the sect leader of the Thousand Spiders Celestial sect. With just a glance, Duan Lingtian recognized the green-clad woman as Jianqiu Luo, the sect leader of the Thousand Spiders Celestial sect. Similar to Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the Martial Dragon Celestial sect, this was Duan Lingtian's third time meeting Jianqiu Luo. When Jianqiu Luo brought her group over to greet Hishan and Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the Martial Dragon Celestial sect, Duan Lingtian saw Jianqiu Luo. Zhou Shuqiu was among the group of people from the Thousand Feet Celestial sect. Duan Lingtian, I heard from Liu Luo that she went to look for you. She also told you that Bing came to Alchemy City in the Barren Land. When Duan Lingtian saw Zhou Shuqiu also saw Duan Lingtian. She immediately sent a voice transmission to Duan Lingtian. Why didn't you look for Bing? Zhou Shuqiu questioned Duan Lingtian when she reached the end of her sentence. In the past, before she learned that Duan Lingtian could refine overarching heaven pills, Zhou Shuqiu would not have thought much of it even if Duan Lingtian did not look for Murong Bing. After all, if Duan Lingtian went to look for Murong Bing, his life would be in danger. After all, the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect would not let Duan Lingtian off the hook for taking Murong Bing's virginity. However, now that she learned that Duan Lingtian was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills, she felt that Duan Lingtian was qualified to negotiate with the sect leader of the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect. In her opinion, as long as Duan Lingtian was willing to join the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect, the Compassionate Celestial Traveler sect might be willing to help Duan Lingtian and Murong Bing. In response to Zhou Shuqiu's question, Duan Lingtian replied indifferently through voice transmission. I know what I'm doing. There's no need for you to worry, third Miss Zhou. After he finished speaking, Duan Lingtian no longer paid any attention to Zhou Shuqiu, who was flushed with anger. Master Duan. At this moment, Jianqiu Luo, the sect leader of the Thousand Spiders Celestial sect, turned to look at Duan Lingtian. She was much warmer and friendlier than the previous two times she had met Duan Lingtian. Similar to Chai Kongyu, Jianqiu Luo's change in attitude was due to the fact that Duan Lingtian was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills. Moreover, Duan Lingtian was not even 100 years old, but he was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills. If such a celestial alchemist could obtain a supreme-grade celestial fire in the future, his future would be limitless. If it was not necessary, they would rather befriend such a celestial alchemist than offend him. Sect leader Jian. Duan Lingtian greeted Jianqiu Luo with a smile. Following that, Jianqiu Luo introduced the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders Celestial sect to Duan Lingtian. The three prominent celestial alchemists behaved themselves in front of Duan Lingtian, just like the two prominent celestial alchemists from the Martial Dragon Celestial sect. However, Duan Lingtian was surprised to see that there were two prominent celestial alchemists among them. Among the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders Celestial sect, one of them was an old woman. While Duan Lingtian was busy dealing with the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect, at this moment, a condescending voice rang from behind Duan Lingtian. "You're Duan Lingtian? The chief celestial alchemist of the Tai Yi celestial sect in the wasteland?" Duan Lingtian was not familiar with this voice. He was certain he had never heard of this voice before. Clearly this person was a stranger. Moreover, the person's tone was condescending as though he was the second in command. However, Duan Lingtian ignored the person. He paused for a moment before he continued to talk to the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect. However, the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect stopped talking to Duan Lingtian. When their eyes landed on the person behind Duan Lingtian, their eyes widened in unison. It was as though they had seen something that struck fear in them. "Master Duan, this is the Arhat of the Blissful Sect." One of the prominent celestial alchemists from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect sent a voice transmission to Duan Lingtian. "Arhat." Duan Lingtian's expression remained unchanged as he asked through voice transmission, "What's that?" He had heard of the Blissful Sect before. It was due to the little world left behind by the celestial king of the Blissful Sect that he was able to have sex with Murong Bing, a disciple of the compassionate celestial traveler sect. However, this was his first time hearing about the Arhat. If there's no accident, the Arhat of the Blissful Sect will be the next sect leader of the Blissful Sect. The prominent celestial alchemist from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect replied through voice transmission. "So it's the Arhat of the Blissful Sect. May I know why you're looking for Master Duan?" Chapter 2859. Although Hishan ignored the Arhat from the Blissful Sect, his tone was as indifferent as when he spoke to the young master of the Profound Heaven celestial sect. No matter what, he was the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. He was the strongest person in the Tai Yi celestial sect. Even if a junior was from a sect stronger than the Tai Yi celestial sect, he was not qualified to bow to him. The old ancestor of the Blissful Sect was only concerned about the Arhat from the Blissful Sect. After all, the Arhat from the Blissful Sect was the next sect leader of the Blissful Sect. It was only natural for him to show respect to the Arhat from the Blissful Sect. The Arhat from the Blissful Sect was a young monk dressed in a silver kasaya. Apart from the 9 rings on his head, there was also a large cinnabar mole between his eyebrows. The young monk's looks were not bad. If he had normal hair, he could barely be considered a handsome man. However, this young monk's face seemed to be filled with a condescending arrogance at all times, unknowingly keeping others at a distance of 1,000 miles. "You're Hishan, the 8-trigram celestial duke from the Tai Yi celestial sect?" As soon as Hishan finished speaking, the Arhat from the Blissful Sect turned to look at Hishan and asked loudly, "What's the matter?" "I'm Hishan." Although Hishan had heard of the Arhat from the Blissful Sect, he had never met him before. Seeing that the other party had called him by his name so rudely, his tone had completely changed. It had become somewhat cold. "It's good that you're here. The Blissful Sect wants Duan Lingtian from the Tai Yi celestial sect. You let him out." The Arhat from the Blissful Sect did not beat around the bush as he said, "Naturally you can refuse. However, you'll only be humiliating yourself if you refuse. Therefore you'd better think carefully before you make a decision." When the Arhat of the Blissful Sect finished speaking, he gave Hishan a deep, threatening look. "Ah!" Hishan burst into laughter when he heard the Arhat from the Blissful Sect. Hishan was so angry that he laughed for a long time. "What are you laughing at?" The expression of the Arhat of the Blissful Sect darkened when he saw this. Killing intent flashed in his eyes when he looked at Hishan again. After a long while, Hishan finally stopped laughing. He glanced at the Arhat of the Blissful Sect and said, "You're right. If they hadn't told me that you're the Arhat of the Blissful Sect, I really wouldn't have believed that the Blissful Sect would be so blind as to allow a brat like you to become their Arhat. Although the Tai Yi celestial sect isn't as strong as the Blissful Sect, we're still one of the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions. In terms of seniority, you're several generations younger than me. It's one thing for you to not greet me as a junior, but you're actually threatening me? But do you think I would care about your threats?" Hishan looked at the Arhat of the Blissful Sect disdainfully as a contemptuous smile appeared on his face. Of course he was wary of the Blissful Sect. However, he did not care about a mere bodhisattva. Just as the Arhat of the Blissful Sect was about to lash out at Hishan, the Arhat of the Blissful Sect turned red with anger. A loud and energetic voice rang out, and the tone was filled with doting love. "Fan, why have you come here alone?" Accompanying the voice was a middle-aged monk with a jade-like complexion and wearing a golden kasaya. There were 5 people following him. Among the 5 people, only one was a monk. The other 4 were dressed in ordinary clothes and had normal hair on their heads. Clearly, these 4 people were prominent celestial alchemists of the blissful sect. As for the elderly monk, he must have a high status in the blissful sect since he was able to attend the alchemy conference with the blissful sect. Grand Master. When the group of people from the blissful sect arrived, the arrogance on the Arhat's face disappeared and was replaced by a smile. As he smiled, he took 2 steps forward to welcome the newcomer. After a while, the group of people from the blissful sect walked toward the people from the Tai celestial sect, the martial dragon celestial sect, and the thousand spiders celestial sect. Greetings, Senior Lian. Senior Lian. When the group of people from the blissful sect arrived, the sect leaders of the martial dragon celestial sect and the thousand spiders celestial sect immediately bowed and greeted the middle-aged monk. Their tone was even more respectful than when they greeted the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect. Ishan, you're getting worse and worse. Do you feel a sense of accomplishment for putting on airs in front of a junior? The middle-aged monk nodded at Jian Qiulua and Chai Kongyu as a form of greeting. Then he looked at Hishan, old ancestor. Senior Lian. Hishan's expression was solemn when he saw the middle-aged monk. However, when he heard the middle-aged monk's greeting, he smiled apologetically and said, "So this Arhat is your grand disciple, Senior Lian?" At this moment, Duan Lingtian, who had his back facing the group of people from the blissful sect, turned around. He was curious. What kind of person could make Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, lower his head? Until now, this was his first time seeing someone who could make Hishan lower his head. Whether it was the young master of the profound heaven celestial sect or the Arhat of the blissful sect, Hishan had never lowered his head. When Duan Lingtian turned around, he saw the leader of the group of people from the blissful sect. He was a middle-aged monk with an extraordinary appearance. However, when Duan Lingtian looked into his emotionless eyes, he felt a sense of danger. Lian. Master Situ has mentioned this name to me before. During the journey from the wasteland to Alchemy City in the Barren region, Duan Lingtian learned a lot about the top sects in the 6 southeastern regions from Situ Ming, including some of the powerhouses in the top sections. That's right. Isn't Master Situ the strongest person in the 6 southeastern regions who's not a 10 Directions Celestial Duke? He's said to be invincible in the 6 southeastern regions who's not a 10 Directions Celestial Duke. He's a powerful 9 Palaces Celestial Duke. A moment later, a thought flashed in Duan Lingtian's mind as he recalled everything. Lian was one of the 2 old ancestors of the blissful sect. He was widely acknowledged as the strongest 9 Palaces Celestial Duke in the 6 southeastern regions. The other old ancestor of the blissful sect was a 10 Directions Celestial Duke. He was the only 10 Directions Celestial Duke in the blissful sect. Hishan, if I'm not mistaken, you seem to have a problem with the person who chose the Arhat of the blissful sect. I, Lian, am the one who chose Fanner to be the Arhat of the blissful sect. Earlier, did you say I have poor judgment? You mean, you have a good eye? The middle-aged monk from the blissful sect, Lian, who was one of the 2 old ancestors of the blissful sect, said angrily as he approached the people from the Tai celestial sect. Senior Lian, I, Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, was about to say something. Accompanied by a cold snort, a powerful chi wave suddenly swept out from Lian's body. Before most people could react, it had already slammed into their bodies. That said, even though this wave of air was extremely powerful and ferocious when it swept out, it strangely turned into a gentle breeze the instant it struck the crowd. It only lightly blew at the ends of the crowd's hair and robes. Based on this, one could see Lian's control over his strength. How powerful! Due to the difference in their cultivation bases, by the time Duan Lingtian regained his senses, the shockwave had already passed. At this moment, a painful groan resonated in Duan Lingtian's ears. He looked in the direction of the sound and saw the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was covering one of his eyes. Thank you for showing mercy, Senior Lian. When the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect removed his hand, Duan Lingtian and the others discovered that the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect's left eye was a bloody mess. Based on the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect's words, it was clear that Lian had destroyed his left eye. Although the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was thanking Lian for showing mercy, Duan Lingtian could clearly see the fury in the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect's eyes. What a joke. No one would sincerely thank another person for showing mercy if they lost an eye to another person. The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was clearly trying to appease Lian. Indeed, I've shown mercy by leaving you an eye, Lian said indifferently. The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect said. From the beginning until the end, it was as though he had done something insignificant. Is this the power of a 9 palaces celestial duke? When Duan Lingtian saw the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, not daring to say a word, he finally understood how terrifying a 9 palaces celestial duke was. Naturally, Duan Lingtian knew the reason the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect was so cowardly was because Lian was widely acknowledged as the strongest 9 palaces celestial duke in the 6 southeastern regions. Moreover, over the years there was a saying in the 6 southeastern regions. The next 10 directions celestial duke in the 6 southeastern regions would most likely be Lian. This is the power of a powerhouse in a world where only the strong are respected. Although the Tai celestial sect might have powerhouses secretly guarding the sect, as long as they don't cross the line, they won't interfere. Moreover, who's to say the blissful sect doesn't have a hidden powerhouse secretly protecting it? Chapter 2860. At this moment, Duan Lingtian could not help but feel how insignificant he was. Put aside the top powerhouses in the Devata realm such as celestial emperors and celestial lords, Duan Lingtian was nothing. Duan Lingtian felt so insignificant in front of Lian, the 9 palaces celestial duke, the old ancestor of the blissful sect. With Lian's strength, it would be easy for Lian to kill him. I'm still too weak. I have to find a way to improve my cultivation base and become a celestial duke as soon as possible, Duan Lingtian thought to himself. A sense of crisis rose in Duan Lingtian's heart when he saw Hishan, the old ancestor of the blissful sect, acting as meek as a cat in front of the old ancestor of the blissful sect. After all, Hishan, the old ancestor of the blissful sect, was the old ancestor of the blissful sect. At this moment, Duan Lingtian felt as though his life was no longer in his hands. The people from the 1,000 Spiders celestial sect and the Martial Dragon celestial sect, including the sect leaders of the 2 sects, remained silent. Even if the sect leaders of the blissful sect were blinded by Lian, the old ancestor of the blissful sect, they would still have to maintain a smile on their faces, let alone Hishan. In this world where the strong were respected, the weak had no choice but to keep a low profile in front of the strong. Your master Duan from the Tai celestial sect? At the same time, Lian's gaze landed on Duan Lingtian again. A smile appeared on his face that was originally tense. Yes. Duan Lingtian nodded. At the same time he could not help but marvel at how useful his current identity was. He was a prominent celestial alchemist who was able to refine the overarching heaven pill even though he was not even 100 years old. Even Lian, who was fearless in front of the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, had to smile and be polite to him. Master Duan, are you interested in joining the blissful sect? Lian asked with a smile on his face. If Duan Lingtian had not seen Lian's ruthless expression, he would have thought Lian was a friendly and humble person. Senior Lian, Duan Lingtian replied bluntly, I won't be able to stay in the 6 southeastern regions for long. After the alchemy conference, I plan to leave the 6 southeastern regions and return to the central area of the southern heaven territory. I've been out for a long time. It's time to go back, Duan Lingtian said. As soon as Duan Lingtian said this, not only the old ancestor but also Situ Ming Yangchong and Yu Zhongjing were all stunned. Only Huan remained calm. Her expression did not change at all because of Duan Lingtian's words. Return to the central? As expected, Lian's eyes narrowed slightly when he heard Duan Lingtian's words. Then he asked in surprise, Alchemist Duan, from what you're saying, you're actually from the central area? Your family is in the central land? Yes. Duan Lingtian nodded. There's a rule in our family that all direct descendants must leave the central area before they reach the age of 100 to train in the borderlands. They'll only be allowed to return to the family after they've made some achievements there. As for me, I'm preparing to use this alchemy conference to make a name for myself in the borderlands. At that time I'll be able to return to my clan. I'll return to the family after I return to the family, Duan Lingtian said. Duan Lingtian's expression remained calm when he finished speaking. He did not reveal any flaws at all. Naturally, all of this was something he had casually made up. He had fabricated all of this because he wanted to create a fake identity in front of Lian. A fake identity that would make Lian, the old ancestor of the blissful sect, wary. He knew Lian might not believe him. However, as long as he had this fake identity, Lian would have to consider the consequences if he wanted to make a move on him. He believed Lian would not take the risk if it was not necessary. Ancestor, Alchemist Situ, Alchemist Yang, Alchemist Yu. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about my background in detail, nor did I tell you that I would be leaving the 6 southeastern regions after the alchemy conference. Before Lian could reply, Duan Lingtian turned to look at Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, Situ Ming, and the others apologetically. Master Duan, as it turns out, you're a disciple of a prominent celestial alchemist in the central area. I was wondering why there's a prominent celestial alchemist in the borderlands who's not even 100 years old who can refine the overarching heaven pill. Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the martial dragon celestial sect, exclaimed before Hishan and the others regained their senses. At the same time, a hint of relief could be seen on his face. Previously, when the Tai celestial sect had a new revered alchemist, he was worried the situation in the wasteland would change. However, it seemed like Duan Lingtian would not change the situation in the wasteland. After all, Duan Lingtian would be leaving the borderlands and returning to the central area after the alchemy conference. Meanwhile, Jianqiu Luo, the sect leader of the Thousand Spiders celestial sect, was relieved as well. After all, they were both top sects in the wasteland. Naturally, she did not want the Tai celestial sect to surpass the Thousand Spiders celestial sect in all aspects. He's from the central area? At this moment, even Zhou Shuqiu was shocked by Duan Lingtian's words. This was because previously, although she knew about the relationship between Duan Lingtian and her best friend, Murong Bing, she did not know about Duan Lingtian's background. Duan Lingtian was from a prominent clan in the central area? That's right. If he's not from the central area, how could he become a prominent celestial alchemist who's not even 100 years old? Moreover, his innate talent in the celestial Tao is extraordinary as well. Back then, only great overarching golden celestials below the age of 100 are allowed to enter the little world. A prominent celestial alchemist who's able to refine the overarching heaven pill and a great overarching golden celestial before the age of 100. Such a monstrous genius is rare even in the central area of the southern heaven territory, right? The more Zhou Shuqiu thought about it, the more shocked she became. What kind of clan could produce such an outstanding junior? Moreover, with such an outstanding junior, that clan would definitely treat him as a treasure, right? There must be a lot of experts hiding in the dark to protect him, right? Thinking of this, Zhou Shuqiu couldn't help but look around for a while. She even felt like she was being watched at this moment. Master Duan is from the central area? Upon hearing Duan Lingtian's words, Lian, the old ancestor of the blissful sect, narrowed his eyes and asked curiously, "May I know which clan you're from, Master Duan?" Many of the ancestors of the blissful sect traveled between the central area and the 6 southeastern regions when they broke through and became celestial kings. For this reason, there are many records about the central area in the blissful sect that were passed down since ancient times, including the records of many forces in the central area. I'm very interested in the scrolls as well, so I've read them all. Perhaps there's a record about the clan you're from. When he reached the end of his sentence, Lian glanced deeply at Duan Lingtian. Naturally, Duan Lingtian knew Lian was doubting his words. However, his expression remained unchanged as he replied, "I'm from the Crimson Skies Duan clan." The Crimson Skies Duan clan. The reason Duan Lingtian mentioned such a clan was because he had heard from Situ Ming that the clans in the central area were usually called clans. In this life, Duan Lingtian was reborn in the mundane realm. The town he was reborn in was located in the Crimson Sky Kingdom. The Crimson Sky in the Crimson Skies Duan clan was named after the kingdom. Senior Lian, have you heard of the Crimson Sky Kingdom? Duan Lingtian asked as he looked at Lian. No. Lian shook his head. Then he continued to say with a smile, the central area is huge. Although many of the ancestors of the blissful sect have been to the central area, we don't know all the clans in the central area. However, the Crimson Skies Duan clan isn't among the top 10 clans in the central area. Lian said. Naturally, the Crimson Skies Duan clan can't compare to the top 10 clans. Duan Lingtian replied. Duan Lingtian had heard from Hishan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, about the top 10 clans in the central area. Moreover, they were closely related to the titled celestial lord who ruled the central area. Master Duan, your clan might not be comparable to the top 10 clans, but since you're a prominent celestial alchemist who's able to refine the overarching heaven pill even though you're not even 100 years old, I'm sure your clan must be extraordinary. As Lian spoke, he looked at Duan Lingtian meaningfully before he probed further. Master Duan, I'm sure your innate talent in the celestial Tao is not bad, right? Lian had intentionally asked this question as well. Up until now, Duan Lingtian was the only one who knew about Duan Lingtian's identity and origin. Nobody knew the truth. Even the people from the Tai Yi celestial sect did not seem to know about Duan Lingtian's origin. Earlier, he had seen through the shocked expressions of Hishan and the three prominent celestial alchemists from the Tai Yi celestial sect. Senior Lian, not only does Master Duan have a heaven-defying innate talent in alchemy, but his innate talent in the celestial Tao is also extraordinary. Before Duan Lingtian could reply, Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the martial dragon celestial sect, said, Master Duan is a great overarching golden celestial even though he's not even 100 years old. A great overarching golden celestial who was not even 100 years old? Lian was shocked when he heard Chai Kongyu's words. Although there were many great overarching golden celestials who were not even 100 years old in the blissful sect, however, those people were all focused on cultivating the celestial Tao. A prominent celestial alchemist who was not even 100 years old who could refine the overarching heaven pill was also a great overarching golden celestial? After all, one could not multitask. Chapter 2861. In Lian's opinion, even if a celestial alchemist did not completely abandon his cultivation of the celestial Tao, the time he spent on alchemy would definitely affect his cultivation of the celestial Tao and slow down his progress. Master Duan, you're a great overarching golden celestial? Lian asked in surprise as he looked at Duan Lingtian. Although he was a 9 palaces celestial duke, he had long discovered that he could not detect Duan Lingtian's soul with his divine consciousness. Therefore he could not detect Duan Lingtian's cultivation base. He wasn't surprised by this because there were some methods to conceal one's cultivation that could indeed avoid the detection of most people's divine sense. Great overarching golden celestial? Duan Lingtian smiled faintly in response to Lian's question as he extended his divine consciousness. Along with his divine consciousness, he could also detect the aura of one's soul. Duan Lingtian had intentionally revealed his cultivation base by releasing his soul aura. Therefore, even the profound divine metal could not conceal Duan Lingtian's soul aura. This is a profound overarching heavenly supreme celestial? He's a profound overarching heavenly supreme celestial? Heavens? Is he even human? The people from the 4 major celestial sects also noticed Duan Lingtian's soul aura. They immediately extended their divine consciousness and discovered Duan Lingtian's cultivation base through Duan Lingtian's soul aura. A profound overarching heavenly supreme celestial. Master Duan is a profound overarching heavenly supreme celestial? This? On the Tai Yi celestial sect side, Situ Ming Yangchong Yu Zhongjing and Hishan were shocked when they saw Duan Lingtian's cultivation base. In the past, they only knew Duan Lingtian was a prominent celestial alchemist who could refine overarching heaven pills. Moreover, he was not even 100 years old and had a heaven-defying talent in alchemy. As for Duan Lingtian's cultivation base, they had always thought that he was a great overarching golden celestial. At most, he was a profound great overarching golden celestial. But today, as Duan Lingtian released his soul aura, they realized that they were wrong. So wrong. Not only was Master Duan a prominent celestial alchemist younger than 100 years old, but he was also a profound rank overarching heavenly supreme celestial. A profound overarching heavenly supreme celestial? He's a profound stage overarching heavenly supreme celestial who's not even 100 years old. Fortunately, he doesn't plan to stay in the Tai Yi celestial sect for long. Otherwise, the martial dragon celestial sect would have no place in the wasteland in the future. Jianqiu Luo, the sect leader of the Thousand Spiders celestial sect, and Chai Kongyu, the sect leader of the martial dragon celestial sect, were shocked by Duan Lingtian's strength. How is this possible? He's a profound stage overarching heavenly supreme celestial? Ji Fan, the Arhat of the blissful sect, stared at Duan Lingtian in disbelief. He did not expect Duan Lingtian to be so talented. Apart from his heaven-defying talent in alchemy, his innate talent in the celestial Tao was also heaven-defying. Could it be that he's really from a powerful clan in the central area? Ji Fan thought to himself. However, as soon as this thought appeared in his mind, he quickly dismissed it. Impossible. If he's really from a powerful clan in the central area, and he's even a lineal disciple, how could he lack Duke-grade celestial methods and divine abilities? Earlier, in order to exchange for a useless box, he had to obtain a Duke-grade divine ability from the old ancestor of the Tai Yi celestial sect. When he thought of this, the fear in Ji-Fan's eyes dissipated. He's not even 100 years old, but he's able to refine the overarching heaven pill. Moreover, he's a profound stage overarching heavenly supreme celestial. Ji-Fan took a step forward and looked at Duan Tian before he said indifferently, "Your innate talent in alchemy and the celestial Tao are indeed amazing. However, this doesn't prove you're from a powerful clan in the central area. If you're from a powerful clan in the central area, why don't you have at least one assistive duke-grade divine ability? Why would you need to obtain one from the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect?" A mocking smile appeared on Ji-Fan's face as he said, "I've already seen through you. Before returning to the clan, the lineal disciples of the Crimson Skies Duan clan can only obtain celestial methods and divine abilities from outside. This is also a tradition of the Crimson Skies Duan clan." Duan Lingtian's expression remained unchanged when faced with Ji-Fan's mocking smile. Then he glanced at Ji-Fan indifferently and said, "You're the Arhat of the Blissful Sect, right? I don't think you believe I'm from the Crimson Skies Duan clan, right? What does it have to do with me whether you believe me or not?" After he finished speaking, Duan Lingtian turned to Lian and said indifferently, "Senior Lian, it seems like the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect is right. The Arhat of the Blissful Sect isn't qualified." The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect's expression changed slightly upon hearing Duan Lingtian's words. After all, it was precisely because he had said something that he shouldn't have that one of his eyes was crippled by Lian. However, Duan Lingtian from the Tai celestial sect had also said something similar. Was he trying to provoke Lian? "I hope Lian won't act rashly before he confirms Duan Lingtian's identity." The old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect prayed inwardly. He could imagine this. If Duan Lingtian was really from such a powerful clan, the Tai celestial sect and the blissful sect would be implicated as well. After all, Duan Lingtian was here because of the Tai celestial sect. Situ Ming and the others from the Tai celestial sect, the people from the Martial Dragon celestial sect, and the Thousand Spiders celestial sect held their breaths as they stared at Lian. Earlier, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect had lost one of his eyes for offending Lian. Now that Duan Lingtian had made the same mistake, would Lian cripple one of Duan Lingtian's eyes as well as He Shan's? Situ Ming and the others from the Tai celestial sect were anxious while the people from the Martial Dragon celestial sect and the Thousand Spiders celestial sect were curious. Is he out of his mind? Why would he offend Lian before he can prove his identity? Zhou Shuqiu looked at Duan Lingtian angrily. Clearly she was worried about Duan Lingtian's safety. Meanwhile, Duan Lingtian and Lian looked at each other calmly. From the beginning until the end, there was no change in Lian's expression at all. In the depths of his calm gaze, there was strong self-confidence. It was this confidence that finally crushed Lian's psychological barrier, causing him to smile awkwardly. "Alchemist Duan, you must be joking. Actually, this grand disciple of mine has many redeeming qualities." The people from the Tai celestial sect heaved a sigh of relief when they saw Lian's reaction. After all, Lian did not dare to make a move on Duan Lingtian. At the very least, Lian did not dare to make a move on Duan Lingtian before he could confirm Duan Lingtian's identity. "Master Duan, when I first arrived, I heard you exchanged an assist-type duke-grade divine ability for a box." Lian looked at Duan Lingtian and changed the topic. He asked with a smile, "Can I have a look at the box?" Lian had heard that even He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, could not open the box. Moreover, he had used his divine consciousness to check the box. However, he was still curious and wanted to see the box with his own eyes. After all, if even He Shan could not open the box, it was definitely not an ordinary box. Even if it was empty, it was still worth a look. Of course. Duan Lingtian nodded. He raised his hand and calmly handed the box to Lian as he said, "Although there's nothing in the box, I'm sure it's not an ordinary box since an 8-trigram celestial duke couldn't open it. For this reason, I plan to leave the borderlands and return to the central area after the alchemy conference ends so I can show it to the celestial kings in my clan. With their cultivation bases, I'm sure they'll be able to open the box." Duan Lingtian's words were flawless. As it turns out, Master Duan didn't ask for the box out of curiosity. Realization dawned on He Shan, the old ancestor of the Tai celestial sect, and the others when they heard Duan Lingtian's words. What box? Even an 8-trigram celestial duke couldn't open the box. The people from the Thousand Spiders celestial sect and the Martial Dragon celestial sect had just arrived and were unaware of what had happened. However, after Situ Ming explained the situation to them, they finally understood what had happened. Indeed, there's nothing in the box. At the same time, they extended their divine consciousness to check the box that Lian had just taken from Duanling Tian. However, they discovered there was nothing in it. Whoosh. After a while, Lian's celestial origin energy trembled before he withdrew it. It was obvious that his control over his celestial origin energy was much better than He-Shan. At this moment, Lian tried his best to open the box in his hand, but the closed part of the box remained motionless. A 10-directions celestial duke won't be able to open this box. In fact, I'm certain even an ordinary celestial king might not be able to open it, Lian said with a sigh as he returned the box to Duanling Tian. Upon hearing Lian's words, those who did not see him trying to open the box realized he was unable to open it. As soon as Lian finished speaking, Duanling Tian took the box from him. Jifan scoffed. How dare you use a duke-grade divine ability to exchange for an empty box that can't be opened? This kind of thing, as long as it's someone with a little bit of brain, they definitely wouldn't do it. Although Jifan did not mention any names, everyone knew who he was referring to. Arhat, be careful of your words. You're tuning in to the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.